People pulling trickery, it's a circus on the street. Fakes we see right through you, your disguise is obsolete. Don't expect these ladies to just sit and watch you plead. When you make a fool of yourself, we're the ones you gotta heed. Lies are getting thicker like a spider's tangled web. Truth is out for vengeance now, the fear you gotta shed. Ladies bring the thunder, you should know just what we said. No more games and trickery, your facade is pretty dead. We see you now with shifty eyes, your plan to mislead. Taking down the walls you built behind which you deceive. Pop our lives like bubbles, time for mass to take their leave. When you're acting foolish, you know we will make you grieve. Played your hand so badly, now we're on to all your tricks. Every lie you whisper, just a ghost we can't dismiss. No more time for games, now better fix what you can't fix. Cause when shadows scatter, only light can do the mix. Spooky shadows whisper, but they can't unsettle us. Fakes fall apart like paper in the rain, they turn to dust. Now fear belongs to those unjust. We see you now with shifty eyes, your plan to mislead. Taking down the walls you built behind which you deceive. Pop our lives like bubbles, time for mass to take their leave. When you're acting foolish, you know make you grieve.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Miss Carla. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Laura.
Good to hear that. Everybody still loves it. Yeah, everybody loves that ditty. I love it.
It is good, isn't it? Just a little pick
It
up.
just makes you want to, you get up and, shake
The
your groove
lyrics.
thing. I don't know. It just makes you bop around.
Right? Yeah.
I love it. Let's see who come to hang out with us and listen to us gab. It's Jamie Watson. It's good to see you, Jamie. We always get nervous when you're MIA, so I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're doing all right. Let's see. Mystic and Florio. I was watching you today, Florio. Love it, love it, love it. Hi, Ivan. Almost said it wrong. Not in my tongue. Big Stew. I love that. Big Stew's World. Love that. Who else is we got? We got Miss Loretta and Janice. Hello, hello. Who else? Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Mystic, did I say hi? Well, I'll say it again. I wasn't sure. I think we got everybody covered here. Welcome, everybody. We're glad that you take time out on your Sunday evening to hang out with us. What's Miss Carla been up to?
I'm finishing up my video. It's going to post on Thursday.
Ooh, all right.
Doing some final touches on it, but it's pretty much done. So,
nice.
We'll premiere Thursday night.
Beauteous.
Are
you going to be live?
Oh my gosh, makes me nervous.
I know. Well, everybody asks, where the hell has she been?
I know.
She lives a secret life, guys.
Mm-hmm.
She's a secret agent.
Right. Yeah.
Hi, ABC. So, now she's out, she's the job's done. So now she's back.
I just got to crack down now, and I'll be going live a lot this week. So
nice.
Not but as many as I can.
Nice. Hey, do what you got to do, get it back going.
Mm-hmm. I think it just, the whole thing kind of just threw me off a little bit. Now I just got to get back. But The video took a lot longer putting it together than I expected because I wanted it to be good. My
Right.
ones are funny. It'll still be funny, but it's very informative. So
Oh, looking forward to it.
it's
There was dangling the carrot there, guys. So you better show up Thursday. Hey, Calamity, how's it going?
high
Yeah,
calamity.
just I know what you mean. It's been crazy here since my son moved out, and you got to get over the depression, the empty nest syndrome, which I'm coming out on the other end. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
still a little off, but because you're used to certain sounds, you're used to certain things, and then when
yeah,
it's gone,
yeah. They're
it's kind of
present,
like it freaks you out, actually.
quiet. Yeah, that person's energy isn't there.
Right, right. And my son and I have a great, relationship. He's like my wingman. We,
Yeah,
just, the pranks and all that we pull on my husband or, just, just in general. And it's great that, we have that kind of relationship. And
right.
so now I got to wait till he, comes by. He comes by today. So that was
Oh, good.
nice. Popped in to
Yeah.
see mom. So I told him when he left, just don't forget about mom. So I says, "Or I'm just gonna come to your house," and be one of like them stalker mothers, right?
Yeah, right. Oh,
Well, I tease him because his
we'll come
girlfriend doesn't
visit.
cook that often, and so I
Yeah,
says, "Well, mom's got to go over there and cook your meals now," and he starts laughing.
maybe. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
geez, no,
some
I'm gonna
stuff.
give her cooking lessons, is what I'm gonna
Oh,
do.
yeah. Well, that would
Uh,
be fun too. Like
yeah, and
one
she's
night a
willing to
month.
learn, which is great.
Yeah.
When they were staying here, I taught her a lot of stuff, because that she didn't know. And,
Right.
she grew up the way she grew up is that it was all frozen foods that they ate.
Mhm.
Like, tater tots and, frozen chicken nuggets and all of that garbage. And
Oh.
I said, never know you're going to have a future with my son. You plan on giving me grandchildren. I don't want them eating that crap. You got to make real food.
It's like chicken nuggets. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Loretta
Tater
said, oh
tot
my God, mom,
lasagna.
please don't be like my mom. Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Even though I
Yeah.
tease them. Actually, my husband and I went out for coffee the other night, and we
Oh,
always go. We drive you could take a ride for where Joseph lives now, and
yeah.
we've always done that because it's just where we usually take a ride. So we went purposely past this house and blew the horn. So then I could see he had the blinds open, so I could see they were watching TV. So I texted him. I go, beep beep. We just drove past your house.
You're kind of scary. Like
Just creepers.
you
I
totally like
started,
scare him. Like like horror movie killer.
right,
Do
I
some
could
stuff
see you
on Halloween
now. Right.
just because. Tap on the window or
Oh,
put
I would
some
do that, don't
spooky in the
you?
window on the
Yeah.
outside where they don't.
I'd be out there tapping on the window, and he'd be coming around the other side with a baseball bat, and
Oh
I'd have to
God, I hope
run.
not. Don't hurt mom.
Don't hit your mother. I was just teasing.
Halloween pranks. TP his house.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That'd be funny. I would do that to my kids. I really would.
Yeah.
Just
Eh,
because. And they would laugh about it. I'd be like, this is payback for all the
oh, yeah.
April Fools you did to mom.
There you go. There you go.
Did I
You
tell you about what
stupid.
I posted it on my Facebook, but they put powdered
Uh,
sugar in my blow dryer. I came
oh,
out of the
God. That's
shower
funny.
and I went to dry my hair and I had powdered sugar all over my wet hair.
Oh,
And
my
then
God. That's
my blow dryer was trashed because the sugar will caramelize. And so when
right.
it was hot, like it was burning and stuff. I was like, great.
Oh, jeez.
It was funny though. I laughed, but seriously,
Yeah, that's stuff that
I'm gonna
my
pay my
son and
kids
I would
back.
do. There you go. Get him back. That's right. It's a fair game. Sue goes, the beep is coming from inside the house. That's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is my son knows my personality and the stuff that he knows. He knew it would be me. Mystic says my kids broke a window trying to prank each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do stuff like that. It's we used to do it to my mother-in-law. My husband used to prank his mother all the time. Uh, some of it was kind of mean, but it was it's funny at the time. She always drank coffee, so instead of when she went to the bathroom, I was sitting at the table watching him do it. He put garlic powder in it, salt, all
Oh.
kinds of stuff. I mean, Carla, there was like a quarter of an inch of stuff
Oh my
settling
god.
at the bottom of the cup.
Oh,
And I think
no.
yeah, and I go, "She's gonna kill you."
Yeah.
So he goes in the other room,
Yeah.
she comes out, sits down, takes a swig of that coffee, spits it all over. It must have been horrific.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God." And then she yells, "Oh, you little bastard," because she knows it was him.
Right. Mystic, how'd they break a window? What did they do? You guys in the chat can talk stories too. We'll read them out.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Um,
Yeah.
You're here with us. We'll participate with you guys. That's what it
I'll tell
open
you
mic is.
guys, I'll tell you a story that you guys will get a kick out of. Now, we always
Okay.
see it in all of the fake uh, paranormal shows where you're talking about, finding fish in line and all that stuff.
Right.
Well, when my husband was a kid, his sister had a girlfriend over. It was a family friend. She'd been a family friend for years. And his sister and the girlfriend went out. Well, while they were out, my husband rigged the entire bedroom with fishing line.
Oh, no.
So when they come home, of course, they were out drinking. They come
Oh,
home,
doesn't
they
sound
go
good.
in the bedroom, and the next they're settling in, and he makes it so the bed starts shaking. And the girlfriend was scared to death of ghosts. So he had the bed shaking on him, the closet door opening, the mini blinds going up and down. She is freaking the hell out. And I mean, this is years ago. So it tells you how
Yeah.
good this stuff,
Right.
travels through generations.
Yeah.
And he had the whole room booby trapped. And it led all the way into his bedroom. So, he's in his room doing it. Here's them screaming. And then when they come running out, then they finally caught wind or seen the line. And oh my God, they both went in there and started beating him up.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Sometimes it not good.
'Cause, oh yeah, but yeah, he had it down pretty good. And that was, God, I think in the 80s or early 70s.
Huh. Clever.
Yeah.
Some serious poltergeist activity in the
Oh,
bedroom.
definitely. And
Yeah.
yeah, my husband did that stuff all the time. He was such a little jerk. He really was.
Yeah.
That's what
She
his
punched a
sister goes,
window.
takes a shower, and he
Uh-huh.
emptied out her entire bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And she'd come out of the shower and go into her room, and the room was empty.
Hmm.
He used to do this stuff all the time to his sisters.
Oh, that's
Hey,
kind of funny.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark. I used to do stuff to my sisters too, prank them, but not that bad. They
Oh,
punched
yeah,
the window out. She's lucky she didn't cut herself.
Oh, yeah. Screaming, punching the window, thinking someone was trying to get in. Oh, my God. My husband pranked me when we were dating. I had a girlfriend spending the night, and my parents had gone out for the evening, so I was watching my sister. And my room was upstairs. And so me and my girlfriend are in my room, and you're goofing around this and that. And all of a sudden, my husband has this horrible sound that he makes. And it's like, it's like some kind of a creature. And here it is really late at night, and we're talking, and all of a sudden we hear this noise
Yeah.
that he makes. We must have shit ourselves. I'm literally. But we were brave enough. We went downstairs, and what the hell we grabbed? We grabbed the steel that you use to sharpen knives with.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
grabbed that out of the drawer.
Okay.
My father had like a restaurant grade one. It was heavy
Yeah.
duty. And
Blunt.
here we are outside going, all right, we're armed.
Yeah. Oh, that wouldn't be good to get stabbed with one of those.
So, well, we were going to
Yeah.
nail him with it. But yeah, then
Yeah.
we found out
No.
later that, it was George. And yeah, they thought it was really funny. So yeah, real funny. Hi, Tanya. Let's see if I can catch people's stories here. Let's see.
Looks like Loretta got one. Yeah.
In high school, we spent a week on military base. Us girls snuck in and put a plastic wrap on the boys' toilet. That's really funny. I always wanted to do the one that went across the doorway.
Oh, yeah. I'd have somebody run into it.
Yeah. I would do that to my husband. Of course, then he'd bitch.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Calamity. When I was at university, I shared a house with a couple of friends, and one of them said he had a paranormal experience. He was that scared. He had 6 locks on his bedroom door. Oh my God. Well, if it's paranormal, it's going to get through the locks. Did you guys let him know that? And that would have made it even worse. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Let's see. Uh, we have lives, hee hee, and you got the Rock Monster hoodie, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Who's these? Oh, ABZ. Yep.
Yeah, Abby did.
Yeah, I got mine. I had to hide mine so nobody would. My son would have snitched it because he likes hoodies.
I think Abby's daughter took it.
I said, no, no,
They're so
it's fine.
cute.
You can't wear it.
Yeah, it was
We
so cute, Abby. Oh,
Stu
I'm glad
says
the
we
kids
got.
like it.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. My son goes, oh, yeah, it's nice. Oh, and he goes, oh, it's like really heavy duty too. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. You got like 40 of them. Take a walk. Let's see. Stu says we got into our friend's minivan just before he left work. We waited until, oh my God, he was halfway home and jumped out screaming. He skidded off the road and, oh my God, almost crashed. Oh, we didn't think that went through. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
But you have to admit that it
Sometimes
was still
sometimes
funny.
they don't end well. Like, they don't
Oh my
end well.
God.
My mom and her friends used to, like, drag a fake body across the road and try to get the cars to run off the road that
Oh my
looked like,
God.
like a corpse or whatever, and they'd pull it
Right.
and the car
Right.
was coming, and they'd freak out and stop and, like, almost go off the road, her and her friends when they were younger.
Oh,
She told me that
jeez.
story. I was like, "Geez, my mom was naughty."
Oh, yeah. Well, I got
Yeah.
a good one for you. You guys could share with your kids. So this way your kids could get in trouble. You take golf balls and you drill holes all the way through them, and then you thread a fishing line through them, and then you
Okay.
tie one end to one tree and then cross the street to the other tree. And then as the cars come by, they hit it, snaps, and the balls all go flying all over the place.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Hi,
the kind of stuff that we
Casey.
would do. Hey, Pasty Ace. Or toilet paper. You just take toilet paper. Cars will stop for toilet paper. Tie it from one end to the other end of the side of the street, and because they don't know what it is. So
Yeah.
we've done that. Let's see. Let's see. It turned out he was smoking a lot of wacky. Wacky. So when he heard the natural noises, he would become paranoid. We didn't know
Oh,
about the locks until 6 months into living there. Oh, okay. You could have had so
oh,
much
you
fun
got
with that.
scared. Yeah. Hi,
So much
Steph.
fun. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's
That's
funny,
funny.
Steph.
Hey, Steph. Mystic says we used to put exploding loads in my mom's cigarettes.
Whoa.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That's yeah. You did those little poppers?
Yep.
Put the little popper insides in there? Oh my gosh.
Ah, that's so good.
I think the worst thing I did was put castor oil in my stepdad's Italian dressing.
Oh, that's just not,
The
that's just
whole bottle.
wrong.
Well, he had special dressing. He and
Yeah,
I
it was special.
he and I, butted heads when I was a teen, and, we were having dinner. I walked all the way down to the gas station to get the bottle and then put it in there, but we had dinner, and him and my stepbrother had it too. And so I woke up because I had to go downstairs from my room to pee, and my mom was scrubbing the carpet, and there was shit from the basement all
That's
the way
bad.
up to the bathroom, and I'm like, "Mom, what are you doing?" She's like, "Your stepbrother had an accident." I was like,
Oh no,
"That's
wrong
so bad.
person.
My mom suffered." He had to
Oh,
clean shit up because he had it
did you admit
too. He didn't
it?
make it to the bathroom, and my stepdad was on and off the toilet all night, and I felt awful for my mom because it backfired.
Oh
But I was like, "This
no.
is what you."
Right. Oh no, that's just something.
Yeah,
Yeah, Calamity. Yeah, we're streaming actually on three different uh streams here. So
yeah.
that's why you're only getting half of the comments. Oh yeah, this did you admit to it though? I
I didn't
swiped
tell
the
later. Like, my mom, when I was older,
years
I admitted
later.
it. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh my god, Carla, that was awful." I'm like, "I know. I felt so bad." But I wasn't gonna say anything at the time. I was just like, "They had the flu."
Oh jeez.
It was
Are
not good.
you still at work, Steph, or are you free to hang out and tell us stories? She's got one here. She says, "We took a scarecrow and put a hoodie on it, and we had a boat ramp where all the people would go when the bars closed. So we would throw it out in the middle of the road before they drive by. Oh,
Yeah.
it is funny, but we had a terrible thing that happened over this way
Yeah.
where somebody actually threw one off of a bridge
Oh, no.
and it landed on an old woman's car and it scared her so much she thought she killed somebody. She gave her a heart
Oh.
attack.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
those
Yeah,
kids got
see,
in so much trouble.
sometimes the pranks backfire, but, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
it's funny, but yeah, you get shit on the carpet if
So
you're not careful. It was
we were gonna do
awful.
something similar like that to this girl that we knew, because she wouldn't stay out of people's food. She
Oh,
would eat everybody's stuff. So I
yeah.
said, "Well, I know a way to fix her."
Mhm.
She loved candy. Make brownies with X-Lax.
Like on Dumb and Dumber,
Yeah,
Harry's in the bathroom. Oh,
I
Laura,
said,
that's
"That'll
fu
teach her a lesson."
it probably did.
Let's see, Big stew, we pulled baby carriage in front of cars. We'd sit on one side, put a screwdriver in the ground, and the other and then loop around away from us. They always ran, to the wrong side of the
Oh,
That's
that's
funny.
smart, Big Stew. That's tricky.
Oh my
See all this,
god.
like, no wonder the fakers are good at prank
Yeah.
like, that started as teenagers. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did.
Well, all with the fishing line.
But it's funny. It really is. And yeah, I got, of course, my father's got the same sense of humor. My father would pull pranks on us all the time.
Yeah.
And he would always sneak up on us where you couldn't hear him, and so I do the same thing now where I can walk up on somebody and you never hear me.
Yep, me too.
I call myself a silent walker. I think it comes from walking through the woods your whole life.
Yeah.
So you know how to walk and so you're not to be heard. And so what my father used to do is when we would come down the cellar stairs, and I hated cellars in the first place.
Right. A little creepy as
And
it.
here you're walking down the steps, and all of a sudden his hand would shoot out from between the steps and grab your ankle.
I know you're lucky to fall down the
Talk
stairs.
about crap. Oh my God. And then you hear him,
Yeah. That's good, but
nice, Dad. Nice. So now he can't hear that well.
yeah.
So he's got a workshop in the basement. So I've snuck up on him. It ain't funny. I go, oh yes it is. Remember, old man? Let's see, Loretta, my son ate scared to death of spiders. We were hiking once, and he had a stick pushing rocks over. At one point, yelling tarantula. He went nuts, swinging at everything. I don't blame him. I would too. Tarantula! Oh my God. Steph. Oh, now I see what he's talking about because now I'm only getting like half of Steph's. Oh, here we go. The whole thing's not showing up in the one section. Let's see. We did it to cars we recognized. There were four-way stops where we had to look out and a secret cut through. So it was usually a-holes or older siblings. It was pretty
Oh,
strategic operation. Yeah, you guys had it all set up. You had it going
yeah.
on.
Paybacks.
That's funny. I love a good prank. I really do. And this is actually really fun. I'm loving to hear it. Everybody did their pranks.
Yeah.
Stu, our pranks were
Pretty
usually
bad.
pretty bad. Yeah, we've done a few bad ones. There's some I can't really mention online.
Right.
Uh, we drink and my buddy like to boil hot dogs, so my other buddy would pee. Oh no, not
Right.
in the hot dog water. Oh God, that's bad. That's bad. Pee pee water. Ew.
Plus the boiled hot dogs are bad enough, right?
Right.
Let alone
Oh
like peeing
God.
in the water.
Pee pee water hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't let Crow hear that one. Holy crap. So you guys did some like really I don't know. Some of the pranks my husband and I used to do, we could have gotten serious trouble for. The little Avon boxes that you get for like jewelry,
Yeah.
like little earrings or earring little boxes. Well, we would take firecrackers apart and stuff and fill that stuff in the Avon box with cotton, pack it in really good, and then add a wick to it.
Yeah.
And then my father-in-law used to smoke Pall Mall cigarettes, and the poor mailbox on the corner of my house
Always hot
didn't
mail.
stand a chance.
Yeah.
So he'd put the little box under there, and then he would stick the Pall Mall cigarette because it was non-filter on that, and then we would go sit on my porch, and then it would go off, and then you couldn't even see across the street,
Yeah. Oh,
and then
that's
everybody would in the neighborhood would come running out on their porch, just wondering what
I
the hell's
didn't
going
do that.
on. It was so funny,
Uh,
but yeah, we got in
you
trouble
can't
for
do
that
that
one.
when you're older. You can only do that stuff when you're a teen, and
Oh yeah.
even then you can kill it and get in trouble, but it's
Well,
not as
nowadays you
bad.
can't do nothing. You get in trouble for
No,
everything. So it's
not like the old days.
that's what my husband's always bitching about. Can't get away with nothing.
Yeah.
Hey James, how's it going? Pump, hi pump, pump. Let's see. Crow Juice would have called
Uh,
that hell without mayo. Oh yeah. Ugh. I agree, Mystic. Yeah, pee hot dog water. That's just wrong.
oh,
We
geez.
always got this one guy who was a total a-hole. Man freaks out. He had, oh my God, this one time he was so mad, he started kicking his own car.
I could see that.
Steph was a
Criminal
troublemaker like us.
tantrum.
I always just tell my husband the stuff that he used to do, as a kid. I said, "You're lucky. You would have ended up in jail." He used to do some pretty bad pranks. Never got caught. He's sneaky as all hell.
Yeah.
Now he's old. He gets busted every time. It's just because you're older now. And your reflexes are slower.
That's true.
Since you're not as fast as you used to be. Calamity. I worked in a bar about 10 years ago, and we were having a dance rave night. Most of the staff, including myself, like metal music. I swapped out the playlist halfway through and caused havoc. Oh, what did you play? Oh my God.
Well, yeah, I could see that. Changing the music up. Yeah.
Playing like, Sesame Street tunes or something.
Right.
Let's do 2-liter plastic bottle, tinfoil, toilet bowl cleaner, and an unsuspecting mailbox. Oh, yeah. The mailbox always gets picked on.
Yeah.
The mailbox on that corner on my street always had a pit underneath it. Gee, I wonder why.
Oh. Right. It's always a target. Mailbox
Poor
is a
thing.
target.
I know. Miss
Get
Chesa. Hi,
graffitied
Miss
or
everybody. Our magazine of June's issue cover lady is in the house. Miss Chesa Doodle. How you doing, sweetie?
Hi, Cheza.
Let's see. Shows you how much of a D-bag he was doing that to his own car. Yeah, that was a guy that had some issues. Calamity said, blame it on the newbie. And to this day, they don't know it was me. He got put permanently on glass washing and wasn't allowed near the community. Oh, God. Never fessed up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yes, that's funny. My husband actually tried to get me with that when it didn't work.
Oh, right. Around the
On the
sink.
sprayers.
Yeah.
Or you do it with the clothespin for the shower head.
Oh, right.
That's rough. I put some corn. The reaction was, oh, okay, that's what you put on was corn. It was hilarious.
Oh. That's an extreme change.
Is that what you go like, or that, or like, the Barney song or something? Really,
Oh,
they'd be like, what
gosh.
the hell?
That'd be torture.
Let's see, Sue,
Oh, man.
my son was a combat engineer. He could, oh, yeah, see, that's what my husband and I used to do. But we used,
Right.
the Avon boxes because they were perfect size.
Yeah.
Oh, God. 8 hours of rave while being sober sounds like an advanced interrogation technique. Let's see, Pomp. Okay, Pomp says, me and a friend were dating twins. Oh, you devils. And they thought that they would be clever and switch clothes on us at the club. We clicked, but made out we never to see how far they would take it. Oh, so yeah, you didn't know how far they would go. Twins would do that stuff, though. They screw with people.
I bet, yeah, they could pull a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Hey, Hair
Sir
Force.
Wayne. I'm sorry, sweetie, didn't mean to cut you off. Sir Wayne popped in and
Oh,
Hair Force.
you're fine.
Hi, Hair Force. Oh, and Mark, if we didn't say hello, hello. Hello, hello. They're popping in between our laughing.
Right.
Come on, Carla. You've got to have more you got to have more pranks under your belt, Carla.
They're trying to figure out what was going on. I had when I was younger, I had some things that I would do, like to my sisters, again with fishing line, but I had it rigged where there was like a giant fake spider, so when they opened the door, it would release and then swing down at them and then run out screaming. It's just the way I had it set up when the door opened, the spider would swing down at them.
Right.
I did pick on my stepdad a lot. I took all of his underwear and shrunk them and then froze them and then painted like smiley faces or did mustard and shit on the front and the like. Then I took them that were frozen and I hung them up in my parents' room. So when he came home, they were strung around the room, all shrunk and frozen, little
Oh, my
smiley faces on the front. That was pretty bad. I owed him underwear.
Yeah.
I never did.
ABC, did I block Pop? I can't see his comments. Oh, no.
I think
Not
that
that
was
I know of.
probably one of the worst ones I did next to the castor oil.
The castor oil is a good one. Stu
That was
said if you ordered magazines, they would send you 4 months before giving up for non-payment. We would send Playgirl to my friend's house in his name. His dad had several long talks with him.
oh
Oh
no.
my God. Now, son,
Oh jeez. That's cute.
that is free. That's funny. Oh, it
Oh
said fun
jeez.
fact that time he come out. Oh, and then he came out 20 years later.
Abby Pump might be on a different channel. That's why you don't see him.
Right, right. Because we're
He's
streaming
down.
on my channel,
Yeah.
Carla's channel, and then we're also streaming on the new network channel.
Yeah. So you might not see him depending on what channel they're on.
Oh my God. Let's see. Steph says the guys would put werewolf masks on a pole and
Oh,
scratch the house or the windows when us girls were having sleepovers. They got us good sometimes. It was like nothing, then smack werewolf right there. Yeah, I said. That's the shit my husband would do. Yeah.
that would scare you. You're like just watching a movie and then something's on the window.
Oh, yeah. Or you hear some horrible noise.
I've seen some YouTube videos where they do stuff like that and scare people. It's pretty funny. There's like a person down below and they put a head that pops up at somebody in the apartment window and scares them.
Yeah.
They're
I
pretty
think
fun.
that's hilarious. See, that I'm on the second floor, so I don't worry about that stuff.
Yeah, good.
Even though my husband still thinks that everybody can look through, I go, we're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Who's going to look? Are you going to see somebody's going to climb the house just to peep in the window? Give me a break.
Not nowadays. It's not as common. I think kids just do it to you, like each other or who they know. Kind of like stuff
Right.
did it to people that they knew. Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, pouring sugar. Yeah, you get in big trouble for that. Big trouble. But I think my husband did that a few times. Just to some people that he didn't like.
Yeah.
He did that actually to somebody he didn't like. It was
Oh.
my husband was heavy into target shooting and all that. You know, you had like exploding targets,
Mm-hmm.
target shooting, and how
Yeah.
one time he stuck one in some guy's door jamb once.
Oh.
Yeah. So when he closed the door, the thing would pop. Oh
Oh.
yeah, made that guy shit himself.
Right. Like whoopee cushions.
Yep. That's first werewolf incident led to years of setup and scare pranks through our whole neighborhood group. That's the fun of it because they figure, okay, now you got to do something even better. You had to top that, you know. Hey, Susan, how's it going?
Yeah. Hi, Susan. In high school, I did egg some houses.
Oh, we used to, they don't do that stuff no more.
No, but I wasn't like
How
really
lame
bad
are these
abuse.
kids nowadays?
Uh,
When we
well,
used to go out, at that time of year, you weren't allowed to buy shaving cream or eggs, so your
hmm
parents had to go get them.
yeah, yeah, because they
We used
knew
to
what
throw them
you're
at
up
each
to.
other. I used to come home covered. Shaving cream, eggs covered.
Yeah,
Kids don't do that stuff no more. What do they do? Lame. That's what I would like to know. What the hell do they do now? Just go out and get candy and go home?
yeah. I would say, well, my kids do now. They don't do anything like that. They usually just take them around to get candy.
That's all
And
right. I'll
give
call
them
your
their
kids. I'll let them
receipt
know.
and
Tell mom to
haircut.
get you shaving cream.
Let's go prank some houses, kids. I'll show ya.
Oh God.
It's sad for the people that have to clean up, though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I feel
I mean,
I
your
would feel bad
kids.
if it was like you don't know who's living there, so if it's an elderly person, I would feel awful. So I
Like
probably
when
would,
we used
you
to
know,
have payphones, and they used to be like on every corner,
prank
payphones.
phone calls. Prank
And
phone calls. I did a
my
lot of
husband,
those too.
one Halloween, he had covered, with the fake vampire blood
Uh-huh.
all over this payphone.
Oh, geez.
And then he heard the next day his aunt come over to visit and was telling to his mother, "Did you hear about what happened over on James Street?" Saying that somebody was was killed or murdered, and
Mhm.
the blood was all over the phone. And my husband's laughing in his bedroom. He's like,
Yeah.
"You got to be kidding! Where did they come up with that?" And then my mother-in-law goes, "No, that's not what happened." She goes, "George did that." Stu says we called the Jehovah Witnesses on each other, asking them to come over and discuss religion. We'd watch from the block. Oh my God. That's funny because I would do that. That drives me nuts when they come to the door.
Mhm.
There was a school bully that we hated so much, we tried to convince my buddy to get him old HRT
Heart.
medication and slowly dope his lunch with female hormones for the next 6 months, maybe. Oh boy, that's wow.
Hmm.
Hello, Steve.
That's
Steve,
what
the sexy man of the paranormal, is in the house. Pop says, I have poked squid into somebody's AC. Oh no, into their AC pipe. Oh, God. Ray, Ray,
Okay.
that's funny.
Yeah. It's like
Jeez.
putting a skunk in a car or something.
Right,
Oh, like Grumpy Old Man when he puts the fish in the guy's car and he doesn't know where the smell's coming from.
right. They usually stick it in the engine somewhere. I know they happen
Oh
to.
yeah.
That or Limburger cheese. You put that in on the car engine.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, bad.
Stinky cheese.
Air Force says, have you seen the price of eggs?
Right? Can't do
That's
that
probably why
now.
they don't do it.
No kidding.
I mean, back then when we were kids, I think it was what, 50 cents a dozen? So, you get 4 or 5 dozen for Halloween and you were set. Hi, Cree. How are you? Let's see. And I did see Tanya. Hi,
Abby, it's
Tanya.
mine. They're being loud. Sorry. Can hear them. And then in the living room, they're being
Having
super loud.
fun because it's better than crying, that's for sure.
Well, right, yeah, but they're playing around and giggling. So
All
if you
right.
hear children,
They belong to Carla.
yep.
Stu said, my friend got shot with rock salt. Oh, yeah. I hear that's bad. Stealing corn. I know we did that once too. We just stopped on the side of the road, opened up the back doors, and me and my friends, we all run into the field, grab a whole bunch, throw it in the back seat. We take off.
Yeah. Oh, got shot with the rock salt, though, huh? I thought that was only for
Oh,
ghosts.
yeah, I heard that hurts. If farmers do that, they'll shoot you
Yeah.
with it.
Salt guns. Just kidding.
Pop says he got a week of detention for throwing a stink bomb in the staff's room at
Oh,
school.
no. Oh, I hated when kids did that on the bus, that
They were
fart spray.
bad.
Oh, that stuff didn't even smell like farts. It was like, I don't know what it was, but it was awful. Like,
Oh, well, you see it online. I mean, the people got.
yeah, I'm glad they don't do that no more. Or you can't even find that I know of.
I don't
I
know.
could order it, but
I mean, that's something I would probably do to my husband.
yeah. Abby, sorry, my kiddos are loud.
Calamity says, when my friend passed his driving test, he got really cocky about being the first to drive. We put tape all around his car so he couldn't open his doors. The bill for the paint job was totally worth it. Oh God, you had to have it repainted. See, the trick with that is that you shrink wrap because we've done that. There was a guy that we worked with. I worked for Xerox many years ago, and he always used to park by the light pole. And he was getting ready. That was like it's going to be his last night or whatever there.
Yeah.
So while he was working, the rest of us snuck out there, and we wrapped his entire car to the light pole with the shrink.
Oh my gosh.
The entire car.
Can you imagine how frustrating that would be? You want some shears, let's put some scissors.
Oh, he was swearing up a storm when he come out.
His car's stuck to the pole. Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, we used to shrink wrap him to the chair too, and throw him down the hallway.
Yeah.
Here you go, this guy rolling down
Yeah.
the hallway. I'll shrink wrap to the chair. Oh, we
Right.
such a good time. Please, guys, never actually take a word I say seriously. Okay, okay, James. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Do you have a child, Raw or Carla?
That's me. Yeah, they're loud. He's
Okay.
playing. I got him this little rubber froggy because we caught frogs this weekend out. We went to the creek and did some fishing. We got a fish, but I didn't land it. The thing flipped off because brook trout like to fight really bad, but it flipped off the hook before I got it to shore so he could see it. And then we caught a bunch of frogs, and he's just been obsessed with frogs lately. He's so sweet. So I went downtown, and there was a coffee shop that had like these little rubber frogs. So he's been playing with them all day.
Oh, they were rubber. I thought it was real.
Oh no, we caught real frogs, but the one that
Okay.
caught him today was like just a little rubber one to play with.
Okay.
Obsessed with froggies, or he thinks they're
He's like,
so
oh,
cute.
look at that. It said he's loving that frog up.
Yeah, so he's that's what they're playing with out there. He's probably throwing it around and laughing, and
Right.
which is fine. He's having fun. So, but he's
Now,
loud.
see, we've scared Cree because she says, where did we all grow up? Salt guns,
I'm
egging a
so
house, shaving
scared.
cream.
Childhood was probably normal. We were naughty.
Yeah, Susan says, yep, toilet paper as well. Yeah, we toilet papered a whole block one time.
Oh,
Across
it's
the whole-
okay. Abby.
all the trees are all toilet paper.
Four.
It actually looks really pretty.
Yeah, around Halloween.
But my mother-in-law knew it was us because it was their street. We did.
Oh, yeah.
So you imagine people coming out and there's just toilet paper everywhere.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna decorate with toilet paper, and then I'm gonna take pictures and send it to Two Ply.
There you go.
Let's decorate for
Yeah.
Halloween.
Woohoo! We did it just for you.
Yep.
As soon as we wrapped our buddy's car in toilet paper while he was at work and it rained. Oh, that must have
Oh
sucked.
no.
It must have sucked.
Oh, I bet that was a mess.
Cree says the worst thing that she did was growing up. She stuck out of the house and walked around.
Oh,
Me and my girlfriends, when we used to have sleepovers, of course, we would have a tent in the yard. And
yeah.
we'd sleep over each other's houses.
Right.
And then we used to run up and down the streets in our pajamas.
Oh, in your jammies.
And our jammies, we just run up and down the streets.
I stayed over at the girlfriend's and went streaking down the neighborhood. We used to do truth or dare a lot. Did you ever do truth or dare a lot?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had feather stiff as a board and Bloody Mary
That one
hand.
I never did. That one we
I did
never
those
did.
too, but yeah, we did truth or dare a lot. So they would dare me because they knew I wouldn't turn down a dare. And so everyone, Carla did that a few times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was.
Nudist.
Mm,
Brave. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Let's see, Pop says me and my brother got pranked one Christmas by Nan. She wrapped a bedside cabinet box in crepe paper so that we thought we got furniture for Christmas. And it was
oh,
full of toys, the box. Oh. Oh, that's fun that she would do that. Sorry for mentioning the kids. I just kept hearing a baby. Oh, no, that's fine.
you're not hearing things. Yeah.
Mystic says she grew up in the city. They stayed inside.
Oh,
Oh, spin the bottle. Who played spin the bottle?
I didn't. I didn't play that
Pop.
game.
Oh, yeah, we played that. The only
That,
one I didn't play was 7 Minutes in Heaven. Did you guys ever play that one?
no. No, I don't even
That
know what
one,
it is.
you don't know what that is?
Mm.
And so you would go into a closet with the boy of your
Oh,
choice or the girl of your choice, and it's 7 minutes in heaven.
oh, nope.
And I'm like, oh, that's not. I'm not doing that.
We didn't have boys over. No, we
Oh,
didn't
we
do
used to
that.
have girl boy parties.
Oh, we didn't. I never did.
Yeah. Well, we got like when you were like in 8th grade or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna play no 7 minutes in heaven. Stu said he had a sip or two of beer, got duct taped into a sleeping bag, which was duct taped to the floor. Then I woke up as I was about to get my head
Oh,
wrapped in duct tape. Oh my god!
that would suck. I'd be a little claustrophobic.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's stuff that we would do. I used to I remember one time my husband was gonna kill me. Uh, but he was we came back from somewhere and he passed out because he was drinking. So
Yeah.
when he was sleeping, I painted his toenails this
Oh,
horridly bright pink color. And I was surprised he didn't wake up because I was laughing the whole time I was doing it.
he
So
didn't
then in the morning,
appreciate.
he had to get up and go to work. And I was
Yeah.
in the kitchen making breakfast. And I hear all of a sudden, what the fuck? And I go, what's the matter? Oh, you better have nail polish remover. I go, oh, no, I don't have any.
It'll come off
And
eventually.
he wouldn't go to work if I didn't have any nail polish remover. I'm
Oh,
not going to
really?
work with this on my feet. I was
Oh,
dying.
jeez.
I said, nobody's going to know. You'll have shoes on. Well, yeah, that was the best. What the- because you imagine you're half asleep, you put your feet on the floor, and you look down, and you're like, ah!
Right.
Oh God! I laughed the whole time I did it. I don't even know how far behind I am.
You're not that far from me. You're okay.
Excuse me, I got a tickle. Okay. Let's see. The window scratching scene from Salem's Lot caused a
Thanks,
lot of
Mom.
screaming and fun over the years in every country. So, yes, yeah, it did because everybody's freaked out by it. A friend and I would go pool jumping. Oh, we did that too in the summer. Two big naked guys going down, slide down boards. Or,
Oh,
oh my God. Stu did a lot of things that we did as a kid.
yeah. He was
We used to go
wild.
pool jumping all the time.
That's
Did
fun.
anyone's family member wrap boxes within boxes for birthday? Yes, we did that to my cousins. Oh my God.
Take forever to get through them.
Imagine I was a handful. I can be. I love a good prank.
Did you do a lot of stuff in college there, Laura?
So no, just I actually didn't go to college.
Oh, just curious.
No,
I went to college, but I didn't stay in the dorms.
what it was after high school, I actually found my career was the dental industry. And I just went right to work after that. So it's and I got my education as I went along while I was working. So I just technically didn't actually go to university or anything like that. So it was kind of like, online type crap, you know what I mean, guys?
Oh, well, that's okay.
So it's
I did online too, but I actually went to the college here and I went for a semester for pre-vet and just I mean, I didn't stay in the dorms and I kind of wish I had, but it was expensive. I had study buddies and stuff, but I never really got to know like what it was like to do the whole college
the
dorm.
campus thing. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
And
but
you're
this
right.
is
It was expensive.
Catholic
Listen,
college
honey,
is expensive.
yeah, sorry, honey, that you got a headache.
Oh,
Uh, try to feel better. Lay down. Hope you're better soon. Looking at all of these rows makes me question some of my life's choices. We all question it. Don't worry, Stu. We all do it. The stuff that we used to get away with as a kid, you can't get away with that now. I can barely move now.
they're just for you got good stories, right?
Right. Let's see, switch channels so I could get so both get alike. Oh, thank you, Pomp. Thank you, sir. Calamity, is that a Northern England thing? Did I miss something? Probably. I'm trying to get caught up. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Pomp got kicked out of the Scouts.
Well.
I gotta bring it in the girls' guides tent. Uh oh. Pomp was fresh back then. Let's see, no, the box thing been done down south. Yeah, we used to do that. We did it to my cousin one year.
Yeah.
Huge, like appliance size box.
Oh
And
god.
then this just went down all the way down to she got like a ring or something for
Oh
Christmas.
goodness.
And oh yeah, it's so
That's a
funny.
lot, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I see. Cree said, "There you go, same exact thing." Yep. And it was box after box, and they're getting all pissed off. And you would weight down some of the boxes so they thought, "Oh, this is finally it."
Yeah, they're almost there.
And then you'd see, like, "Nope, that's not it." No, bad people. We're all bad people. Did I hit the bottom? Yes, I did. Ah, finally reached the bottom. Yeah, we just stuff. Like I said, nowadays, I don't know. People just, I don't know, don't put any effort into a good prank anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, who I'd like to hear their tales of pranks would be Two Ply. I'm sure
right.
he's put on a good prank or two.
Yeah, Susan, I remember that, like making faces. I never did permanent marker or nothing mean. Like we did that to each other.
Yeah.
Like if we had a big sleepover and one of the girlfriends fell asleep first, they were a target, so then we would do stuff.
Right.
It's like everybody tried to stay up as long as we could. A lot of that was Halloween parties that I had sleepovers, but video game nights. But yeah, if they passed out, they were fair game.
That's it. Well, yeah, these you see the first one pass out and in trouble.
Yep.
But Jamie says, yeah, he's done it and had it done to himself.
Oh,
Oh,
sometimes we'd just paint the friend's middle finger a different color. They'd wake up and have like, red on the middle finger or something.
right. Oh, so you didn't do anything like on their face or anything?
Oh, we did. Yeah, we made,
Oh, did you?
made them looks and stuff. Or yeah, but sometimes we would do that. See how far we could go without waking them up.
Oh my God, Pop! How did
Whoa.
you get tattooed? And you didn't know it? Once I slept once, only a dot. Oh, okay, a dot.
Well,
But
sure that woke you up. I'd say if they could do a full like tattoo while you're sleeping, you sleep pretty good.
no shit. Oh, I was drunk. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But that's still kind of like pushing. I mean, I enjoy a great prank, but that's permanent.
Oh,
That's not
God.
funny.
You got the black spot. Too much rum.
Oh God, yeah, you're right. That's good. Too
That's
much
funny.
rum.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but a permanent. That's not too. That's not funny. The permanent joke thing.
I think it would be fun to prank some of the fake investigators. Have
Oh, it would be
shit set up, not
brilliant.
know about it, but it would be
Love it.
have things like go off that they're not expecting.
I agree, Jessa. No such thing as too much rum.
Till you pass out, then you can't have any more.
And then you save it for the next day, right?
That's true, yeah. If you didn't drink the whole bottle.
Oh,
Pompeii.
and then the Pompeii dots. And then we got Calamity says, me and my brother pranked our Nan by swapping her sugar and she would put in her tea. Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would it just you swapped it out for
Probably salt or something.
probably salt? Yeah. That's what we
Yeah,
did that too.
she would not appreciate that.
Salt or garlic powder. It was all kinds of
No, no, right? Can you imagine?
yeah, it was salt. Yep. Yeah, we've done that too. And the look on their face is just that's the funny part. Because you think they just like swallowed poison or something. It was like
Oh
the
no.
most horrific face because it's salt.
Mm-hmm.
James, falling asleep drunk is an occasional hazard for any young person. I did learn how I looked with eyeliner.
Oh, the eyeliner. Eyeliner on guys is pretty hot
You
sometimes.
were hot, yeah.
Wake up with some eyeliner on.
See, I pranked Jeff, a blinder, over the Biff affair. Oh, jeez. Yeah, let's not say his name too
Drink
loud.
Jeff with Biff. How did you do that, Pomp? What did you
Yeah,
do?
you're going to have to explain that.
Yeah. What kind of prank was this? As if Jeff didn't deal with that guy enough.
I agree. I agree, Tanya. Better eyeliner
Oh
than
my
shaving the
gosh.
eyebrows off.
Yeah. Missing one eyebrow.
That's just not right.
Laughable. That would be that would stink.
Shaving the Could you
At least
imagine waking up? You're like,
I
what
mean,
the hell?
yeah. Imagine if
How'd
they
my
chopped your
eyebrow
hair
go?
off. Oh, I'd be so mad. I bet
Your
it's
friends are like,
happened.
I don't know, man. It just fell off. It just
Yeah. Don't pass out first.
or somebody, they do the reverse mohawk.
Right.
So, you'd have to shave right down the center. Oh, yeah, I would be so mad if people did that.
Oh my gosh, Stu.
Well, Calamity, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep.
Thanks for
You.
sharing your funny stories.
Good
Let's
night.
see. Have a great night. Stu says, obnoxious guy passed out at a party. We super glued his spare change all over his. God. I'm telling you, Stu, you'd fit right in over here. Oh my God. All over his body, glued his shoes and socks in it to his legs. Holy crap. Yes, we do miss Jibber Jabber. Hopefully she'll do it soon. No pressure, Chesa, no pressure. Let's see. Did they? All right, let's see. Chris says, "Oh wow, did any of you see a bit ago? Simply Strange did a video on Paranormal Nightmare, and someone believed that they had a long lost brother named Boo that did a channel only to debunk them. No, no, I didn't see that.
Wow. A long lost brother named Boo. That's really believable.
Yeah, that was a common name. Carla, what's the matter with you?
Sure.
This is my son, Boo.
Yeah. Much as serendipity.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, come on. They had to have been playing along or something. I don't know.
Let's see. Pops said he goes, I left a comment saying I felt disgusted with Jeff for his treatment with Beth. Oh, I do remember that. And ridiculing Dana with his foil hat and how I had misjudged Jeff as a good person and left a huge gap before typing. Yeah, yeah, I do remember that. Spare change. I'm stealing that. We did something similar. We didn't glue the change to my husband, but
Oh,
my husband's got this thing about quarters. I don't know. It's weird.
oh,
So we would purposely glue quarters to the floor.
yeah.
Oh, and he tried to pick it up.
Try to do that with fake nails.
Oh yeah, trying to pick. Yeah, well, actually, I got pretty good at doing that when I had
Oh,
fake
that's
nails.
good. Be kind of difficult, especially if they're glued.
Let's see, how far did you get before thinking something was wrong, and then another gap before typing? When did you realize this was a windup? Yeah, I know. I did remember you doing that. I'm thinking, what's Pop doing? So yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let's see. Loretta said I had a friend that found out her husband cheated on her. She super glued. Oh yeah, that a lot of women used to do that.
I saw one video where a lady put hot wax on her feet and then made her husband sit down on it because they'd prank each other all the time. So when he sat on the hot wax, his hair was stuck to the chair and he did not want to get up because everything down there was going to get waxed off.
Ooh, that wouldn't have. I can't imagine that. It was
I know, like
horrible.
my sister and her husband prank each other a lot. Well, they used to till it got to a point where it was like got a little out of hand. But one time she was taking a shower and he came in and threw a bunch of flour on her and then a whole bottle of wine. Well, at least she was in the shower.
Right.
But he just was like, hey, honey,
I
love
used to
ya.
throw kettles of cold water on my husband.
When he was gone. Surprise.
Because George had a habit of doing that to everybody else. If they were in the shower, he would dump a glass of cold water
Oh, that
over
was,
their head.
yeah.
So I got it back one time as I filled a whole pot,
Mm-hmm.
that you'd make like pasta and stuff in a big, stew pot. And
Yeah.
and you couldn't hear the door open because it was a quiet door. And I opened the door,
Oh,
pulled back that curtain, and boy, he was expecting a glass, and it was the whole bucket. Oh my god,
wow.
he screamed like a girl.
I bet. That's not fun.
But he thought it was funny when he used to do it to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got him back good. Chesa says, "Ha ha ha, no pressure." That's right. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. But you got to take care of yourself first, and hopefully you'll be back doing the jibber jabber. We miss it. Let's see. But the flower one is funny,
Mm-hmm.
and I've done the psycho trick to my husband when he's in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Pull back the curtain with the knife.
Throw a spider in there or something. Just throw a spider over the top.
Yeah. Oh, he would have. Oh, that. Yeah, he would have died. He would have died.
Yeah. You can find
Thanks.
some
I'm gonna have to try that one.
too. Or even just those little tiny plastic ones and just throw a bunch.
Right. I probably shouldn't do that though now because he's older now.
You don't want them to slip or something. They say the most
Right.
accidents happen in the bathroom.
So I think he's a little too old for that. They would have been a classic though. You have to throw the spider over the top. Talk about shit all over
Yeah.
because he hates spiders worse than I do. James says, "Oh, hang on. There's two streams going on." Yes, there are two. Let's see. Like they did the psychic on Most Haunted. Mary, I love Bureau, but I hate that track, the Mary Loves Dick track. And every time he plays it, I turn my volume down. I cannot stand that guy. And that drives me insane. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way about that.
I don't watch that show. I haven't watched Most Haunted. I have not. I just
never seen it.
in the clips that Beardo's used, but I have not watched that
Oh.
show. Like
I
a whole
used to
episode.
watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I always knew they were full of shit, but it was
Oh,
entertaining. But him, they just that one section where he has that. I go, oh, here it comes, and I turn it down because I just cannot stand it.
I think every time I jump in Beardo's live, it's when he's got the tickle my balls plan.
That's the one I like.
Great. Always the timing, man.
Hot
Like, even,
diggity
hey,
dog.
everybody, hot diggity dog.
Right.
Kind of me just
FG,
tickles
welcome
my
home.
balls. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that one's
dude,
my
okay.
favorite.
It's funny, dude. He's got some funny clips. I love it. It just makes your
Right.
day better.
Yeah, the only one I can't stand, yep, is the one with
Mary
the
loves it.
I mean, I really do not like it.
I'm sorry.
So I just, oh, turn the volume off. Can't stand that. I can't stand that guy. Cree says, remember when Jeff called himself George Foreman? This person really thought he was the long lost brother. Yes, yes.
That's hilarious. Jeff is so funny.
Yay.
I love his spoofs. He's so funny.
Actually, I got some stuff I got to hurry and get finished up for Jeff before he comes looking for me.
Yeah.
I get too much going on.
Hi, AJ.
Let me scroll down, scroll down. Let's see.
Oh, Ches, I hope
Uh,
everything's okay.
is she leaving us?
No, she's just talking
Oh.
about her heart.
My ex-wife put iMac in my shampoo. And one summer I come home drunk and she shaved perfect circles around my nipples while I slept. I couldn't go topless.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god, you people are funny.
imagine walking
Hi,
around with,
Jay.
like circles around your nips.
They'd be like, "What's wrong with that guy?"
He's got tan and then he's just white right there.
Right?
But then he's
That's
got
really
little white
funny.
circles around the nibs.
Oh, Loretta says I should do that to my son. Oh my,
Ah,
god.
yeah,
FG says I broke my ribs in the tub. For
that was
real.
funny too.
Be careful in the bathroom. Oh yeah. Well, I have a no slip mat in the tub, so yeah, if I throw a spider in there, he will. I just worry about him falling out the window because there's a window.
Right.
I don't need him falling out the window. We're doing well, Jay. How are you? Share some of your pranks that you pulled off, Jay. That's what we're sharing. Chesa says I'm having my heart investigated. I've been having palpitations for years, but just struggle with them on and off. Told my consultant, especially I have SVT, but now my new consultant thinks I may have something. And that's how she stopped it. I thought I was missing some of it. Well, sweetie, you make sure you have that checked and just be careful. Remember, you take care of your health first. We'll all still be here. Cree says, I think if someone is dead, they need to be left to rest in peace, and they are no longer ours to judge. So no, I don't like Mary Love's stick. Yeah, I just, I'm not. I just, yeah,
Agree.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't like it either. So I just turn it down. Most haunted was everywhere in the UK for years. Couldn't escape them, and I enjoyed it. You knew it wasn't real, but I was just something about it that just sucked you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loretta. Yeah, I love the Negan clip too. Oh, she said there's something wrong with her valve, so I may have to have heart surgery to fix it. I have to have an echocardiogram for a week. Gotta wear a device so they can track my heartbeats. Yeah, my aunt had that thing. You gotta wear it all the time. Been annoying, but it's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. Just everything's positive. You are going to be fine.
Yep.
I always tell everybody, you know what? Because and it's human nature. The minute somebody tells you something, automatically your imagination starts going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, maybe it's this or that or this or this. You know what? I always say, don't worry until the doctor says, "Listen, you need to worry." And I know it's easier said than done, but it really does help. If you think, well, he didn't tell me to worry about it, so I'm not going to worry about it.
They have really good surgeons and stuff in case, like our technology now is just so good. So I'm sure if anything, she's in good hands. You know.
So yeah, just take it easy, take care of yourself, and don't stress yourself out with
Yes,
worry.
helps. Not just you know for your
Yeah,
body.
just don't worry until they say, Cheza, you have to worry. Then okay, then you get it. Someone on YouTube has made a parody of Most Haunted called Most Farted. Absolutely horrible. Oh, I have to see. I
I
didn't
know
see
Weirdo
that.
did a lot of farting in one of them. He did
Yes,
a
I do remember that
yeah.
one.
He added a bunch of farts. That was funny.
It
I
was
think
called
he
Most
was
Farted.
paranormal sinning it, but
Right.
was really funny.
Now I wonder if that the one is that the one you're talking about, Mark, or was there another one? Let's see. I have. Oh, Cree says I have an open valve chesadoodle and still have not had to have surgery. Sometimes meds will do what needs to be done. Yeah, because I think my mother-in-law had that problem too, and they never touched it. She had medication and she was left
Hmm.
alone. She lived to be 85. So yeah, but of course they're gonna put you out, all the pokes and prodding, and
Yeah.
doctors like to put you through testing and all that crazy stuff. So I'm sure, yeah, they could be corrected with medication, most likely, Cheza. So, like I said, we're here. We'll still be here. Hello, Miss Janice. Hello. Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Steph. It's good that she's not ignoring it because we are all guilty of that stuff too. I'm bad when it comes to that. I get my ass chewed out every time I do go to the doctor. Oh, why do you wait so long? Well, I'm busy. Let's see. Mary and that character were made up by the debunkers to trick Derek, I think. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember even that show where he said that. I mean, it could have been. I mean, where else would he get it from?
Right.
Let's see. It was the location that most haunted would visit. Totally jealous of the amazing places they got to. Oh, me too. Me too. My total dream is to be able to go to the UK. It's never going to happen, but I would love it. So that's why I would love it when people start. They go on investigations out there. Like PNC and
Yeah.
and all of them
Yeah.
because I get to live, vicariously through them.
Right. We got all these cool people that explore, and you get to watch them explore it.
Or like Jen from Emerald Isle Paranormal there, where she's,
Mhm.
oh, she lives in Scotland or in Ireland area.
How
Oh,
cool would
the
it be? Yeah.
castles like on every corner. I go, oh, you poor thing.
Right.
Let's see. Now, James, Mary loves Dick. What about Dick Turpin? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that reference. Let's see. Crazy. I've never been crazy for fart jokes. Depends on, I think, of who you do it to. Like, you fill up one of them whoopee cushions. I don't know if you guys
Mhm.
remember those. And
Yeah.
then, you fill it up, you slip it underneath, when your grandma's just going to go sit down.
Yeah. I
That's
think
funny.
the funniest thing we did with the whoopee cushion was hide it under a bunch of laundry that was on the floor, dirty laundry. And
Right.
we had a miniature poodle, and he would run through the house, and he ran it over, and it farted on him, and he freaked out and like didn't know where it came from. And then he started pouncing it so it'd still go off even worse. And then it was so funny to watch him react to that because he didn't know it was under there. He ran through the hallway, scare the
Oh, I
dog.
know. Uh,
He didn't know what hit him. Like he ran
that's
over, like
freaking funny.
turned around, then started pouncing it because it was making noises and it made it worse. It was funny.
Right. Yes, Chesa, I know. You're worry wart. I know. That's why I said it's always easier said than done. But you got to, train yourself. Don't worry until they give you that look and say worry.
Yeah.
Because we always do ourselves more damage. We really do. You're like, look at my husband. My husband's terrible with that kind of stuff. If there's something going on, then he's got to get online. I go, don't go online. You're not going to.
Sometimes it just makes it worse. It escalates it. Yeah.
Jesus, it's not even the same thing as you got wrong with you. Here you got yourself got some kind of foreign disease, and you've never even been to that country. I mean, come on. So yeah, you really just need to trust in, I mean, I'm not saying don't ever investigate, or do research.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
years ago, my husband had a brain tumor,
Oh,
and he had one doctor that's saying, well, I might be able to get it. My husband goes, well, no, might's not going to work. He goes, because I'm not going to let you open my head unless you can get it all out.
yeah.
So he started researching doctors, and we
Yeah.
found one that wasn't too far from us who this was what this guy did.
Yeah.
He was
Some
the head
people are really
surgeon of a hospital,
dangerous.
and he was the specialist. And
Oh.
he told my husband, he goes, it's a walk in the park. Don't worry about it. 1, 2,
Oh.
3, you got it all out. And my husband's
Nice.
fine. If he
Right.
would listen to the other guy, then, my husband would have had to
No.
go back and
Right.
have it done again. And it's a horrible, horrible surgery. Because at first he wasn't going to have it done. I said, well, guess what? Yes, you are. You're going to suck it up and have it done. I mean, you don't want that thing to get big in your head and then all of a sudden, you don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
So, but he's glad that he did do it. But so,
Right.
we're here, Cheza. Cheza, if you're ever feeling overloaded or, too much, we are all here. Just
Right.
message any one of us. We're here. We got ears. We'll listen. And like I said, Cree has been through pretty much what you're going through. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to talk to you and just to help you calm down, your fears. Because it is a scary thing.
Right. Cree's saying that she could play Daisy in her video games. You would probably play them with Jimmy. I bet Jimmy would play Daisy with you and get your mind off stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Laura, I
There's
think it's because
people
we're
out there
Polish.
that will
Yeah,
help
you're right, Steph.
you.
Stubborn Polacks, that's what we are, Steph. That's the truth. My grandmother never went to the doctor. She was, I'm not sick, I'm fine. Okay. I say the same thing. It's terrible. Cree, I would love to go to the rage room. We have them now over here, and I would pay good money to take a hammer to shit for 30 minutes and not have to worry about cleaning it up. Oh, that's cool. Good idea. We don't have those here. Do you have those, Carla?
What?
A rage room?
No. No. Probably would
Wow.
be, something that you uh vent. I don't know.
I'd have a ball in there. Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Oh, we had one in town. It was like I forgot what the hammer or something. Like you could go in and destroy stuff. Like you could pay to go in and just destroy things. Like
Yeah, that's she said. Yeah, you go in there, you smash everything up with a hammer.
I thought if I had a personal one, I'm like, well, no, but might be good
Yeah,
for.
no, we don't have a rage room here. Oh boy,
I
there's
don't even
been
have a
days.
save. I just got my happy little corner. But yeah, I've heard of them before. There's one in town that you can go and smash shit, and it just makes you feel better.
But I've been known to be pissed off at home and throw something.
I'm not violent that way. Like sometimes I'll just have a meltdown and cry, and then I'm okay.
Nah, I get to the point where something keeps going on, and I'll just say, F this, and
Yep.
and that's it, just the one thing.
Yeah.
And then my husband knows, oh, better leave. She's serious. Let's see. Come to UK, Laura. I will sleep on the sofa. You and hubby can have the bedroom free. Oh, thank you so much. We don't fly, Pop. That's why I'll never make it there.
That was a nice invite, though.
Yes, and
Okay.
if I ever become brave enough to get on a plane, I'll call you up. So yeah, that's and my husband's not good with technology and computers.
Mhm.
Anything electronic my husband touches, it breaks. So can you imagine us getting on a plane?
Those 10-year-olds, they're brutal, man. She got teamed up by a bunch of 10-year-olds on her game. That's funny.
Oh, Cheza did?
Yeah, that's what she's
I'm
saying.
trying to catch up.
It's okay. It just is funny to read it. Little punks.
Let's see. Queen of my father-in-law did end up in medically induced coma and now taking care of a pacemaker defibrillator. Yeah, see, it's Storm of playing shooters. Okay, 10-year-olds call me a noob. Little brats. Hi, Spange. How's it going? Actually, oh crap, what was it? Today, I happened to see a commercial for a new video game that they're coming out with. You think I could remember the name of it? No, but it looked really good.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not into like all the newer games. Like, probably should
This
be, but
this one looked kind of spooky,
yeah, I just don't
and I
have.
was like, oh.
I think there's a new Doom game out, Doom, that I saw, but that's the only one that I know of.
James says we're talking about rage rooms. Yeah, do you have one where you are, James? Rage? I've never heard of those.
I always
Brilliant
wanted
idea.
to try an escape room.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You know,
Those used
those
to be
look
on
fun.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I'm
I
surprised they didn't last longer than it did. That was a fun show to watch.
yeah, escape rooms.
She said, "Nah, they killed me, teabagged me, stole teabagged, stole my loot, and then shot my body."
See, 10-year-olds are brutal.
Man, they're rough. Poor Cheza. Oh my God, that's funny. And, I give you guys credit because I can't play those games for crap. Spain says rage rooms fun. Not that I've done one. That's pretty cool. Wow. I'll have to
Right.
look around. Maybe we do have one and I don't know anything about it.
Cree's
In the
comment's
game, they were
funny.
gone.
They can't even get into PG-13 without a parent.
But yeah, they can play these games
night,
that you guys are playing.
Yeah. Sleep good.
Okay, Pump Darling, get that beauty sleep in. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thanks for sharing your stories.
I know. Hi, Cheza. I know. Look, Laura popped off and I get the whole thing to myself.
Yeah, I'm just,
She's
in
this
the
like
background here for a
little
second.
voice that's talking in my
Yes.
subconscious, like
The voice
"Someone-
from a. Yeah, I'm on the left shoulder. The other one's on the right shoulder.
Are you my bad side or good side?
Well, depends on what mood I'm in.
Oh, what mood are you in? I'm just
I
playing.
was seeing they were talking about pranks. And all right, I'm the bad one now tonight because of the prank stories. Do it, Carla. Do it.
You know, it was fun that night that we were talking and Would You Rather? Was that with the Susan and the guys versus gals?
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
You were fried. There's no way I'd let no huntsman spider get on me at all.
He's not going to bite you. He's just
No, you're crazy.
Why would he bite? I think the reason spiders bite are in defense. Usually it's either they get squished or they get scared. It's because they don't
Yeah.
want to die. So that's why they bite. Usually when you get bit by a spider, it's like if you're in bed and you accidentally roll on one and it's like, get off me, I don't want to die. And that's why they bite you. For the most part, they're not going to harm you.
Yeah,
Bees are that way
right.
too. Wasps are little assholes. So forget
I
that.
felt bad. It was, what was it? It was Friday. I had to watch my mom because my father had to go grocery shopping. And I had the back door open
Yeah.
because it was warm. And of course, we have a hallway before you get to the outside. And I hear this buzzing noise. I'm like, oh, shit. Well, I was expecting it to be like a big yellow jacket.
Oh.
No, honeybee. I'm like, oh, shit.
was it?
Well, I got it outside. I said, oh, okay, good. Because I don't like to kill the honeybees.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like 20 minutes later, I hear this buzzing again. I'm thinking,
Oh.
what the hell? Then there was one in the kitchen window. I couldn't get that one out. So he had to be terminated.
Oh.
Because I couldn't catch
Poor
him.
kid. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
Chester.
wasps are nasty. Yeah, they are. I've been
Try to
stuck.
save the bees. No, like Jeff, I was in his members only live before we started, and I was talking about because he just released his booby t-shirts.
I
They were
know, I want
cute.
one so bad. I said, "But I'm a little
Yeah.
girl."
Oh, really, Laura? Yeah, they're cute. And I was like, you should put out ones for Save the Boobies around
Right.
October.
It'd be great, yep.
Save the boobies. Save the bees. We need honeys.
I
Oh,
told him,
Cree, I'm
Have pity
Cree.
on me and save me one."
Oh, you're so sweet, Cree. Cree, this is exhaustion. I'm good though. I'm good. My weekends aren't really all that relaxing, and then I start my week again. So I'm trying
But
not
it
to look
is.
tired. I'm trying not to look tired, but it just sometimes it catches up with me.
Well, emotionally and physically. It's a
Yes,
hard
it
job.
is. Yeah, and it's gotten the physical parts better. I actually do like the heavy lifting now. My heaviest lift was 120, which is
Oof.
pretty good.
Carla's buff.
I also had to get a 190 pounder out of the freezer.
Oh God.
And I didn't lift it, I actually got in the freezer and rolled it out onto the
Right.
table. It was a dog. It was a Newfoundland, a really big Newfoundland,
They're huge.
but 190 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, if Stu, if it was a bunch of bees, then I would call a beekeeper. But it was one, and I didn't want it to sting my mother.
Yeah, Cree.
And I tried to
Okay.
catch it. I couldn't catch it, so I had to, because I don't like to kill the bees.
No, but some people are like allergic to bees. They'll save their
Yes.
babies.
Yeah, and as far as I know, my mother's not. But like I
Chestnut.
said, I don't want it to sting her. So here I'm in the window trying to catch this thing. Couldn't catch it. I'm like, well, you got to go down, buddy. Sorry. And, you can't shoo them out the door because they don't, you know, they
Right.
don't do what you want them to do. And so, yeah, I had no choice.
I'm confused. You're so cute, Cheta. The wasps were horrible though. Like the one year that my apple tree, I had a bunch of apples and the ones that would not drop and would ferment. And I had those bald face wasps, not the yellow ones. These ones are black with white faces and they're big.
Oh,
There was a nest out there and Mikey was out there playing and I just noticed it and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know if he was going to get stung or allergic." So I ran him in the house. I went in my room, I got my Viking axe, went outside my door, threw that thing, chopped it out of the tree and destroyed that nest and I was like, "We're staying inside for tonight."
yeah.
Destroyed their home with my axe. I just threw it. Axe throwing is so fun. But I wish I had that on video. That was badass. I was like, yes.
Yeah, it is because they
Yes.
would have
So
went
then they
after
went out there
you.
and their home was destroyed. And what they did was after their nest was on the ground, they got back up in the tree all around the queen. They were all like bunched around the queen on the I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my gosh." So I went to the store and got one of those wasp nests and hung it in the tree and then they all died. I was like, they were bad.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
they were still trying to live and like rebuild their home and protect the queen. And I was like, no, you're not. Like, I destroyed their house, but not
Right.
all of
No,
them
yeah, we use
died.
a spray for those around here. It's called Home
Yeah,
Defense.
well, this
Great
I just
stuff.
left it and I was like, they're gonna die and didn't have
Because
to.
we had one that was starting on our front porch when I was doing weeding the other day, and I spotted it, and I'm like,
Oh,
I don't think so. So I got the spray out, and I sprayed him, and he was like, it was like he was drunk. And then, eventually, yeah, it kills them. I'm thinking, no, no, I can't have that on the front porch.
oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, Stu, that sounds awful. I know Newfoundlands are they're pretty dogs.
They are
So
just a
sweet.
lot of maintenance.
Yeah, their hair's and like for hot weather, I feel so bad for them. You know, we had a
Yes.
Noid, and he hated the summers. He kind of his house was out, and he kind of dug down in the ground and like would stay outside, and he did not like the heat. He was a winter
Yeah.
dog.
My son's girlfriend's a dog groomer, and there's a woman that she has two Newfoundlands, and has her shave them down every summer.
Yeah, they need that poor
They
guy.
shave it all the way down. They said because it's just too hot for them and it's too much maintenance.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I ran into ground bees, Stu. Yeah, and it wasn't with the lawnmower. I was weeding out a section by our back porch because I wanted to put plants in there, and I
Yeah,
didn't know that there was a bee's nest under the dirt.
those
And
are
the next thing you know, I was covered with these things. I must have got stung about 10 times.
yeah.
Here I'm running through my yard, pulling my clothes off. The neighbors had a show, and I'm screaming, "Oh my god!" Took care of those right quick. I'm thinking, "Oh," and it hurt. I'm saying, "What the hell's sticking me?" And I'm thinking, "Oh my god, these big bees are flying on my shorts, everything."
Oh, I think Steph, were you asking about
The boobies.
I don't know if it was the boobies or if she was talking about what James said about the Newfoundlands. Because I was talking about lifting a 190-pound one out of the
They're
freezer,
so
Steph.
big.
So I don't know if Steph's been around to really be caught up about what I'm doing for work, but it's not the cemetery job anymore, Steph. I do crematory. So I do
She works
animals.
in the easy bake oven. That's what I call it.
Laura, it's so hot. It's
I
so
I just it's I always tell my husband, I say, "I don't know how she does it.
summer.
I
Like
don't know
we
how
have
she
a
does it."
giant fan that we put in the shop garage door now, and
Right?
it's like a giant swamp cooler. It's hooked up to a hose, so it blows really cold air now, but it's still so hot in there now.
That must
I'm
be so
dying.
horrible.
No, not 190-pound boobies.
Yeah. Those are some big boobies. Holy shit.
No,
Uh,
190-pound newfie. Yeah, but
okay, so yeah, good, Stu. I'm
I'm
glad I'm not
sorry.
alone. Tell your wife, all right. Because I
Yeah.
don't care. Where you are. You got
Oh,
bees stinging
sweetheart, I'm
you.
so sorry.
Your clothes are coming off.
Oh, Spange.
Oh, Spain, so sorry. It's
Yeah,
hard when we lose our fur babies. Aw. Even though mine is a big pain on my back end, I still, yeah, it's hard when you lose them.
my
Spain
cat
says
is
my
nuts.
boobies.
Cat's
Her,
crazy.
your boobies are heavy, Spain. Are we gonna have to take up a collection to get you a special,
Save the
special,
boobies.
special equipment?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Spange.
uh,
Yeah, they're people love them like almost more than family members sometimes.
well, because they're more loyal than
Yeah,
most family
they're
members.
so pure. They're pure. S-
How old was it, Spain? And what kind of dog was it?
You need a wheelbarrow for the boobies.
Huh. Now my boobies are heavy, my puffers. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I know it kills me. We got actually my husband's got a cousin who's very well endowed. And she always complains about her back hurting and this and that. And I go, you got insurance that'll cover breast reduction. Why don't you have that done?
for health
Because
reasons, yeah.
her
That
back and all of that. She goes, well, my husband. I said, well, when you have them removed,
has
you can have them put in some bags and give them to your husband to wear. I said, he's not the one that's got to wear them. You do.
yeah. You know what's worse in the summer though? The sweat.
Yeah. Well, there's a trick to that. Do you know the trick, Carla?
No.
I
Please
learned this
no.
from my grandmother years ago.
Okay.
You get hankies and you put your hankies underneath them. I'm serious.
Actually
So
lift
the hanky, you have to have several of, pairs of them. But
yeah.
the hanky
Okay.
absorbs the sweat and you just change it out every day.
Oh, well, that's good to, you know,
And it,
it's
it
a
keeps
thing.
keeps them dry.
Oh gosh, James, no, don't talk about that.
A James Swamp ass is horrible. Oh my god.
I wonder if Uncle Junk gets swamp ass.
He's not here to ask. At least, yeah, we have to bring that up to him. Does he get swamp ass?
Yeah, we'll have to ask Jimmy. Does Uncle Junk get swamp ass?
Ill. Let's see. Terrible story here. Pittsburgh recently, a pet crematorium wasn't cremating all the pets. The guy would cremate big animals and then give bits of ashes to the owner, but landfill the animals. Oh. He's in
What?
jail getting sued. Unfortunately, it affected several of my friends. Oh.
That's unfortunate. Oh, he was a Jack Russell half pug. Oh, cute.
Oh, and the cutie.
Oh,
Oh, Steph said her daughter had to have breast reduction. Oh, and the insurance put her through hell. Yeah. And her husband's cousins, yeah, she had the okay. They told her that, it was fine. She could have it done. And she never had it done because her husband didn't want her to change anything.
Oh, I see.
I said, well, I would have given it to him to carry around. Tell him to get a couple of watermelons because she's big. Get a couple of full size, the old style watermelons where they were long and big, like a
Oh, Lord.
torpedo.
My heart's not working.
Your heart's not working.
No, I was
I
gonna
said,
send
put a
heart.
couple of those on his chest and let him carry it
How it's
around.
not working? Isn't that weird? Oh well, you get heart spange. I'm sorry.
Yes. I don't
Usually it's
know.
the
It's
heart.
you're on your phone, right?
Oh no, I'm not on my phone.
Maybe it just works when you're on your phone.
Maybe my iPhone. Probably.
Yeah, see,
Doesn't work on your
Carla's
end, right?
tired.
No, I can't do it. You can't win. Jeez.
Carla, that's called junk in the trunk.
Right?
Oh, are you leaving us, Paige? Oh,
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. But you gave your pups a good life. Yeah, that
yes.
was a first hard year for my cat too. He was like a stray since he was born, so when he was taken to the shelter and we adopted him and brought him home, he was scared to death of people. I thought I lost him. The first night that we brought him home, I left his carrier open and I was just going to let him explore, get used to the place. And
Right.
he hadn't come out, and I went to work the next day and came home, and my oldest daughter, was home, and he wasn't in his thing. And I looked all over for him, and I was like, "Ange, where's the cat?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "He's not around. I can't find him." And I was like, "He didn't get out the door when you opened the door or nothing." No, I've been home all day. I tore my place apart trying to find my cat. Like there's this like little hole behind my washer and dryer, and I
Right.
thought he went into the wall. So I tore the
Oh.
sheetrock up and I was like
Oh
looking
my
for him and I looked in my closet, tore everything out of my closet. And he was like tucked under my box spring way back in my bed. And you couldn't see him because he's black. And I had
right.
my flashlight and I finally found him and was like, oh my God, you scared the shit out of me. I
They
thought I
find the
lost my
funniest
kitty.
places. My
And
son
he's,
just
yeah,
moved to where they are. I There's a shoe rack that they have that they put because his girlfriend's got a shit ton of shoes,
yeah.
and it's in their front hallway. And they when they brought the cat over to the new house, and then the cat disappeared. They couldn't find it, and then finally my
Oh,
son found it. He sent me a picture. I didn't fill all of the shoe places in. I left a
oh,
couple of them open, and
oh,
he
really?
had crawled in, and it was hiding in where the shoes go.
Oh my
Freaking
goodness.
funny.
Cats are so funny.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Now he's just a people cat. Like he loves people. He's so sweet. Such a good kitty. But he's definitely changed since we first got him, like scared to death, and now he's just all up on everybody's his friend. Everybody's his buddy.
Right. Well, now he's secure. I mean, they're
Yeah.
traumatized. Even though people don't realize they're little tiny things and they're
Mhm.
traumatized, and it takes a
Yeah.
long time.
Right. That's why I like rescuing animals. I like then buying, I don't want to buy purebred breed dogs. I will rescue first or whatever. But
Yeah. When we were looking for a dog, I wanted the German Shepherd, and there
Mhm.
was none out there to be
Yeah.
rescued. They were all
Oh,
pit bulls.
yeah.
So, and
Oh,
I didn't do pit bulls.
yeah.
So when my uncle's a breeder for shepherds, so I knew I was getting a good animal.
Oh,
And
nice. The hard thing with them is their hips and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, well, see, my uncle makes sure that when he breeds the mothers, I'm telling you, they go through an extensive uh, genetic everything with these dogs,
Oh, nice.
and
Yeah.
they make sure that the bloodlines aren't connected in any way, shape, or form. They don't overbreed the mothers. It's usually just like 2 litters per mother.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's everything is organic, and it's just amazing the work they put into this. So
Yeah.
they're definitely worth the money, and they make, like I said, they make sure that the bloodlines are mixed, I mean, with other pure breeds, so they don't end up having so many health problems. I see. I still get attacked by an owl
My
when I leave my
house.
house. Really?
That's crazy.
That is really odd that you get attacked by owls.
That's true. The German Shepherds can be huge and small. I've seen
Oh,
really small
yes.
ones too. Is it
Yeah,
the perfume, James? That's interesting. The if you
that's
have
really
cologne or something on.
I don't know. That's really strange. Yes, Stu, Athena's father is huge,
Oh,
and the mother is medium size, and Athena takes after her mother 100%.
yeah.
But the father, most of the boys in the group are very big dogs. Um,
Like
and they're
German
great
Shepherds.
dogs. They're very
Oh,
great. They're very good dogs. I just didn't realize how I can't fart without this dog being right there. I mean, literally right there.
that's
Like
so
I don't
normal.
have the door closed. She would be in here, right here. You'd see her face right in here,
Yeah,
and that's just the way they are. And I mean, it's good, but then it's not because it drives me crazy.
right.
When I'm in the new studio, then I'll leave the door open and let her come in. You guys can see her, but she's
Oh,
so
she's
pretty.
so
She's a
cute.
beautiful dog, but she drives me nuts. And she's a food whore. The minute you hit that refrigerator, she is there. Oh,
Yep.
well.
Abby.
She says that my daughter was looking for an apartment last month. Uh, I'm like, you're gonna need a garden. That dog is not mine. Yeah, hopefully that she can take the dog.
Hey,
Hello,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. They have so many strict rules with dogs now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you pay fortune to live in these places, and then you can't even have an animal
Yeah,
unless you pay like a pet fee, which
right.
is really outrageous.
Deposit, right? Yeah. How's Ned, Jonathan?
I know we don't see Jonathan. We don't hear anything about
It's always nice when he
Jonathan.
pops in. Like,
So yes, it's very nice to see you. Always busy, which is a good thing. But
right.
then you know he puts out those little teasers, and then that's it. Ned's a tease.
I like his videos.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, his animations are really good. I'm not
Yeah,
can't do the animations, so people are talented. Everybody's got different talents. It's
I
nice.
just don't have the equipment to do that kind of stuff.
I don't
Someday,
know how to do it. I'm good with Photoshop. Like I can make really good thumbnails and stuff and graphics because I went to school for that. But as for like animation, I wish I had done that. Like I almost thought of doing cartooning when I was in high
right?
school. I was like, what am I gonna do? And then I was like, I've always wanted to take care of animals, so I went right into vet school out of high school and
Right.
did that. And then I was a veterinary technician for quite a while. Then things just changed, but it was good.
At
My
least you have a
favorite
little bit of everything.
my favorite was doing dentals on animals. It was something so satisfying about chipping tartar off of dogs' teeth. And cleaning stuff. Like it was just so satisfactory. And like I didn't like the spit or the hot. Like I don't do drool, but it was just like to clean that stuff off was just yeah, it was my
Because
favorite.
yeah, it's gross. It's got
Yeah,
to come off.
and
I know.
monitoring
Well, working in
temperature.
the dental field for 30 years, everybody goes, "Don't you get? Doesn't it get grossed out?" I go,
I
"No,
could
not
do.
really.
I
I
couldn't
don't
do.
think about it."
Oh, good for you though. Like I couldn't. Like it makes me gag.
Well, I worked mostly with dentures and
Oh,
crown and
okay.
bridge
Yeah,
work. So, but I still had to put my hands in people's mouths, and
yeah,
how could you hold dentures? Don't it gross you out? No, I don't. You just don't think of it as teeth. To be honest,
yeah.
you don't. It's just something that you're doing. Just as my cat was the same, I was making potato salad to go with food for our evening meal tonight, and I must have dropped a bit. And she was hunting that sucker down. Yeah, I know, I know.
You.
My dog. Now, come on, it's a dog, guys.
Mhm.
And I'll get out a can of tuna fish and the can opener, and Athena starts bugging out in the kitchen,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
barking and whining. She knows it's tuna fish.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
You
you're not even
smell
a
it.
cat, you weirdo.
She smells and here's the can. It's a trigger.
And I got to give her some tuna fish.
Oh,
I cannot finish a meal ever. I'll sit there, and my husband, yeah, of course, my husband's the one that started feeding her from the table. That's his fault. But she'll sit there and she'll stare at me, and I end up giving her the last bite or a little bit left that I've got left over. I never get to finish anything eating wise because mommy's got to give it to the baby.
Yeah. You're sweet.
She's spoiled. Well,
You're
because I feel guilty.
Yeah. If you don't have something left, she's gonna do the doggy face. Be like,
I mean,
"Mom,
yeah, she has the whole freaking bowl of
I
food
didn't
over
get
there, but
mine. I didn't
got
get
to give her
Thanksgiving
mine.
dinner."
Give me the tuna,
Oh,
mom.
I bet around the holidays is so bad for that dog. She's probably like, "Oh my gosh, you baking and stuff." And I bet she
Oh
just
yeah.
their noses just go crazy.
Oh, I got to watch it because she'll stick her nose in the oven.
Oh no. Yeah,
I'm like, get out of here! You're gonna burn your nose.
right? Animals are so funny.
Oh, she's so much. She is. She's very funny, but there's times it's like, oh God, we just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And of course, then if I think I'm escaping and I'm hiding out in the bathroom, no,
Mhm.
because that's where the cat hides out.
Oh, the cat.
So then the
Yeah.
cat drives me nuts.
Yeah. My cat, he uses the cat box and then he'll go wash his paws in my toilet.
That's
If I leave the
funny.
lid in, he'll wash and you hear him splashing around and stuff and washing his paws off. This is right after he uses the cat box.
That's
And so,
funny.
yeah, and then he'll get down and then I flush it. And after everything's clean, then he'll get a drink. Or if I leave a cup on the counter, he'll like drink out of it with his paws. Like he doesn't drink out of it. If I have his water dish filled, he spills it all over the place. Like he plays in it and it's all
Isn't that
over.
weird?
Yeah, but he'll get a drink out of a cup or drink out of the toilet. I'm like,
That's funny.
such an odd cat. But
Emmy
he
will drink
washes
out of
his
the
feet.
bowl. That's funny when he washes his feet.
Yeah, then I've got
Emmy
little
won't
wet
touch
paw
the
prints
toilet.
on my
Emmy likes to jump up. I have a pedestal sink in my bathroom. She'll
Yeah.
jump up on the
Oh,
pedestal sink and suck water out of the sink,
yeah.
but she won't drink out of the toilet.
Oh,
But then when Joseph's girlfriend and him, where they lived here, his girlfriend, it was a fountain for the cat.
oh yeah. They have
Yeah,
those
yeah,
little
she had a
glass
fountain for
fountains.
the cat. It was a glass blue dish that lit up, and it had a daisy that come out, and the water would shoot out of the
Isn't
daisy,
that sweet?
and the cats would drink out of that.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I
it's
I
good
I look at
enough.
her like, "Are you seriously? What's wrong with a bowl?" "Oh, no, no, this keeps the water fresh." "Okay."
It cycles it through, yeah. Mine'll
"Just
he'll get
change
it
it."
all over. I can't fill his water dish. He's got his food dish.
Wow.
Water dish is just empty because he just makes a mess.
Jeez.
Hi,
"Hey,
Michael.
Michael, how's it going?"
He's funny.
Yeah, I've never heard of cats doing that, washing their feet.
I
You gotta
know.
get a video of that. That's
Never
freaking
mind
funny.
getting wet. He's just weird. Washing his
That's really
feet. You
funny.
can hear him splashing around like he's playing in the pool or something.
Wait.
Going to town.
Oh my god.
It's
Does he let you give him a bath?
No, I haven't tried that yet. Like if I'm in the bath, if I take a
But he'll
bubble bath,
wash his feet.
he'll
Okay.
come sit on the edge of the tub and just wait for me to get out. Be like hanging out. Be like, "Hey, mom." Like, "Hey, I'm okay, dude. I'm not gonna,
Yeah, I used to have one that used to like to sit on my knees if I was in
Hi,
the tub.
Julie." Oh, okay.
Hello, Julie.
He'll
Yeah,
just
sit on
sit
my
on
knees
the edge.
and hit the water with its paw. But no,
Oh,
you couldn't get him wet.
yeah.
She has 2 fountains for her cats and 2 small bowls.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. See, this is the first time I ever seen the fountain thing, and I was looking at it like, "What the hell is this thing?" And it lit up, and I'm thinking, "Oh my god."
yeah. I have no curiosity to give my cat a bath. I don't think that would go very well.
My cat gets one every now and then, and yeah,
Oh,
she
okay.
at first she protests, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm screwed. They got me," and she just gives up.
I wonder if I left like some warm water in the tub if he would go in it, but I doubt it. I don't
Yeah,
really see
maybe.
yeah. I mean, he washes his feet. Who knows?
Maybe he'll
I've
get
seen
get
cats
in
that
there and
like
wash up. That's
Yeah,
funny. Now what you need to do is just train him to use the toilet,
I
and then you're
know,
all set.
right? That would totally I hate cat box smell. I always keep my cat
Oh,
box clean. I absolutely
me
hate
too.
the smell of cat box and cat pee. I know like there's
Sterilize everything.
really good cat litter you can use and stuff, but I'm like, I don't like spending money on cat litter. I
Because no,
don't.
you're
Like,
just
I'll
throwing it
get
out.
and stuff, but I'm not gonna spend like a you know,
Yeah, I agree with you. Yep. But the
spend money
same thing. You wouldn't know that we had a cat here. Most of the time, people don't know we have a cat because I detest that smell.
Yeah, I buy stuff where you can't smell it, and then I clean it all the time.
It's
And I
changed, yeah, all the time, and then
uh,
scrub the box, and yeah,
in my house, I have Scentsy warmers. Usually, they smell yummy, and then I use sage and incense in my room and do a lot
yeah,
of
that's
sage and stuff, so my
it's the
place smells like
foulest
that.
smell
But
is a cat box. Yeah, Julie, yeah, I clean my boxes every day. Yeah,
yeah,
I had a girlfriend actually used to do that every day. She would scrub them. So mine's every couple of days. Once, and you do the scoop thing, but after that, it's like, no, yeah, you got to
uh-huh,
clean it up. So
yeah,
yeah, it's every couple of
or
days.
switch them like every month or so. Get a new plastic.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah, because it just absorbs the smell.
Yeah, and it's so foul. Ugh. But I've already decided once the cat and the dog are gone, I'm done.
Oh yeah,
I just well, because there's a lot of times where we were gonna want to go somewhere or whatever.
right. And you
And
can't.
now that Joseph's not home, I have no puppy sitter.
Right. Yeah.
And I can't bring them, and I don't want to leave the cat for 4 days when nobody home. And I
Hmm.
want nobody to watch the dog. So yeah.
Yeah.
The Air Force. Thanks. Yeah. Jeez, that's bad. Are you cleaning your box every day?
The ice box.
No, he's hoping, yeah. Yes, the refrigerator gets clean all the time.
I clean mine out regularly. Honestly, I
Oh, I
like
wipe
my.
mine down. You know what it I don't know. Maybe
I got
it's
little pet peeves, man.
and yeah, one of mine is the refrigerator, especially if there's a hair in the refrigerator.
Oh,
Well,
yep.
I start gagging.
Mine's hair around the toilet. I absolutely
I
hate hair around the toilet, man. It's gotta be no hair,
it
clean,
just
polished, shiny.
yeah,
Like
it
I,
just
I hate
ugh.
hair around the toilet, dude. And it will piss me off if I'm cleaning it and I can't get, because there's cat hair,
Yep.
and it will irritate me until I get all the hair off of it.
Yeah. It's well, we had that problem when Joseph's girlfriend was here when her cat always used to like to rub up against the toilet.
Yeah,
And then I'd look at the toilet and I go, "Oh my
that's
god." And
what
it was
it's
it's just like,
great.
"Oh,
It's
yeah."
a shake rug. It's a shake carpet.
And I have a bathroom thing. So yeah, oh yuck.
Yeah. I have to shower every day after work. I come home and I just from what I do, and especially now with it being summer, it's the first thing I do when I get home is
Oh
shower.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, especially what you do. Oh yeah.
And then yeah, then
You
carry
have
on.
to
But
just
and it's just
I always grew up that, your house is always clean, but the two most important is the kitchen and the bathroom.
mhm. Oh,
And
right,
it's
'cause people
just
get sick.
yeah, it's just, you got to make sure everything's sterilized and it's bad. When I watch a lot of these things on YouTube,
Yeah.
I'm watching these programs where it's through Vietnam and they're
Oh,
showing singles mothers and they're building their houses and they prepare a lot of their food stuff on the ground.
oh,
And I catch myself saying that is so unsanitary. But that's the way they do things. You're building a house, you can't
oh,
build a table to
yeah.
to prepare the food on.
I get that, Nico. I can't do, like, when the trash smells either. Gotta take the trash out. I think the worst thing smelling in a trash can is orange peels. You know that orange peel trash smell? Like, oranges smell
Really?
good on wood and stuff, but if you have oranges in a trash can,
Smells like oranges.
no, it smells like trash oranges. It doesn't smell
Okay,
good.
no, I've never no,
I
I never
just one of those smells of just like, that's so gross. It's like
what's gross is
stale
bad
sour milk.
broccoli.
Sour
Bad
milk.
broccoli is bad.
Yeah, that too. But I just remember at school when the kids would eat oranges and it'd be around the dumpsters, the orange peel trash smell, and then the sour milk because the
Oh,
cartons
maybe
and stuff.
well,
But
yes,
the orange
fish is
smell,
gross.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I won't
yeah,
my husband
speaking of
loves fish and
candy,
I won't cook it in the house.
yeah,
C
candy was not cleanly. They say, wasn't it? Is it cleanliness is next to godliness?
Yeah, well, she
Yeah,
missed that boat because holy crap.
right. Oh right, Cheza. But
Nah, fish or rotten meat. Yeah. Rotten potatoes are bad.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, you get a bag and then like they
Oh
sit
God. I
sit in
remember
the
the first time I
pantry.
experienced that. I'm thinking, what is that foul odor?
Mhm. Boy, we're not talking good food tonight.
You're right. We're talking about
Thanks.
trash.
Yeah.
Stu says we use the scented trash bags, but they really don't cover them. Yeah, they
Right.
don't, but they still smell good. She goes, "Oh my God, they can kill you." I always told everybody, it's that if you, you don't need to send bombs anywhere. Just send over a couple of truckloads of rotten potatoes
Yeah.
because it is the most foul smell.
Oh, sounds fun, Steph.
Let's see.
I bet
I had
she could
to big.
tear it up
Oh,
dancing.
that's right. I forgot she had the big wedding
Cute.
weekend.
That's fun.
I'm glad
Sometimes
you had a
there's
good
good food
time.
at weddings.
Oh, but she thinks she broke her toe. Well,
Oh,
then, damn, that's a good time if you broke your toe.
right. So
Rotten
you can't do
onions.
much with a
Yeah.
broken toe, you know? Gotta
No.
like keep it and
Well, unless you're stubborn. And Steph's like me. She's stubborn. I guarantee you she did everything still with a broken toe because I did the same
yep.
thing. Fell down the stairs, broke my toe, and I went to work. I just wore a slipper.
Yeah, or
Called my boss. I said, I
flip.
broke my toe. Can I wear a slipper? I can't get my shoe on.
Oh,
He goes, yeah, sure, it's fine. Like, okay.
yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, face first down the back stairs.
Oh gosh.
I don't even know how I did it. Just all I know is I see myself falling. I'm thinking, oh God, please make me miss the window and the door. And I did.
Oh geez.
But what had happened was I come down on the first step that I hit, I come down full body weight on my toe.
Yeah,
And I know I broke it. I was like, oh shit. That was it. Toe's gone.
that hurts, especially stubbing it, but breaking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this last winter, I broke my baby toe. I
Oh
smashed
no.
it into,
No.
you have those little cement safes
That
that you
can't
keep like
hurt.
your paperwork in and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I had it in the doorway and I forgot because it's black. It was
Oh
dark.
no.
Full force walking into my bedroom and smashed my toe right into that.
Laura. Ouch.
And all I could says, yeah, oh yeah, I swore, oh my
I can
God.
feel
I
that.
go, yep, I just broke my effing toe.
Oh, hitting your pinky on a corner of something is just the worst. Next to
Then when I told
smacking
my
your
doctor about it, he goes, well, did you have an x-ray? I go, I didn't have to have an x-ray. I knew I broke it. Why
yeah,
waste the money?
you gotta tell me. Hurts enough, right?
Yeah, and they can't put a cast on your toe. So what are they gonna do?
You
So he told
can't.
me, he goes, well, he checked it out. He goes, yeah. He says, it's be careful with it. It's still not right. He goes, next time, he says, if that happens, just tape the two toes together. He said, this way it sets it. Because I'm not gonna go to the doctor and have
Ow.
an x-ray. When you know you broke your toe, you know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, 8 times. Damn, Air Force, what have you been doing?
That's
That's a lot of time to be breaking that poor little toe. Are you sure it's still growing right? I mean, they're pointing in the right direction.
I'd probably grow crooked if I hit it wrong, you know. Probably heal all crooked.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would hurt.
Well, everybody goes, well,
Oh,
how
you
did you
did
know
the
you
Cobby
broke it? I
scope
said,
with
well,
it.
turn black and blue instantly, so you
Yeah.
know. So much that I threw out my coffee table. Oh God, yep.
I wonder if it was like metal legs or something.
Yeah, mine are metal legs. I
Wood
can
was
imagine
good
that. So they
too.
must have hurt like a bitch.
Ouch. Right? Oh.
Oh, what did she say? She says that, see, if I left my heels on and didn't switch into complimentary flip flops they provided for the ladies, I don't think my big toe would have gotten broken.
Oh.
Oh, so, wait, somebody stomped on it or you hit it on? What did you do? Hit it on something? I know how to, after a while, you got heels on. It's time to take them off. Of course, for me, I'm not a heel, I don't
Yeah.
wear them that much anymore.
Some are comfortable, but just depends on the shoes that you got.
The most comfortable heels I ever owned were my wedding shoes.
Oh.
They were the best high heel shoes ever. I couldn't believe it. And don't I have a dog that eats them?
Oh, of course.
Oh, I wanted to kick that dog's butt.
Oh man.
I said, "Could you eat the crappy shoes? No, you had to eat the good ones."
Yeah. No Hair Force. I've had. I mean, these you can buy too, but I've had these ones for a while. They're like Rocky horror hoodies. Just decided to wear
Nice.
this one tonight. Yeah, they're
Buy
fun. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show.
You have them listed? Tell everybody's gotta buy
Yeah.
Carla shit.
Buy Jeff shit. Buy the boobies.
Buy
Buy
the
the boobies.
movies, buy Carla shit.
Oh no,
I
it's
don't have
fun.
any shit yet, so you can't buy nothing. Sorry.
Mm.
Julie, we're just gonna put you in a bubble bag. I'm serious.
We're
This
gonna get her
poor
some good
woman.
shoes.
Every time this poor girl turns around, she's getting busted up. She's got to be put in a plastic bubble.
Yeah, breaking
Her and
bones are
Dawn.
so bad. I'm lucky I
What?
haven't. I've only
You haven't
broken my
broken?
wrist.
That must have been horribly painful.
Well, Hair Force, I don't know what happened with the shipping part. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's the companies too, because there's two companies that I've ordered from that I had to get refunds because I never got it after months. So
Was it one of them was Joe's and
yeah, and then Segs, but Segs
Segs?
changed his. But yeah, I haven't gotten Joe's yet. It was
Yeah,
sad. It was yeah, got one of
and
his.
there's nothing he can do to look
I
into it
know.
for you,
No,
or
they. I mean, it's not their fault. It's just the company,
right?
production.
I
Or
well, I see. I don't know how any of that works yet, but
yeah, I don't know. And I think like we've got a lot of issues with like tariffs and stuff now with shipping, and
okay.
things are just even worse. So
Now you do yours through a company, or are you making your own?
I actually did through the company that Sarah's using because I ordered the Crow Hot Dogs and Love shirt
Oh,
through that
okay.
company, and it came fine, and the quality is good. So I'm
Wow.
using that company. So and then
Hey, now
you put
the
whatever.
hoodie that I've got of yours, the hoodie that I'm sorry, the hoodie I got of yours, you made that, or it's through that
Yes.
company?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. They're fun. I like mine.
Night, James. Thanks for hanging with us.
Good night, James.
Remember, save the boobies.
Yeah.
Close the
I
middle
gotta add
door.
it to it, Julie. I haven't like gone on my computer to add the link, but I'll add it so you guys can. I've got my Horus one. It says cute as hell on it. It's my baby goat, my baby demon goat. And then my You'll Float Too shirt, which I think is super cute.
They're all cute. I've seen them.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
pardon
then the
me.
rock monsters. But I want to make a few different rock monster ones. I think I'm gonna do kid shirts for like because Mikey I went to Walmart. This is funny because it was like a $5 shirt, and there's these little skeletons with a band. They had like guitars and little drums, but they were
Right,
skeletons, and it said "Keep on rocking." And I was like, "Dude, I'm buying you that shirt, but I need to make little rock monsters, like
right.
little somethings." I think that would be cute. Do little kid shirts.
James
Well,
said he'll bring a wheelbarrow for anybody with the big
oh,
giant boobies. Good night. Yeah,
good
that
night.
would be cute.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. I was thinking that when
Uh,
I saw that shirt.
oh, Steph. She closed the metal door on it.
Oh, ouch.
Big cut. Oh my God. Yeah, that must have hurt.
Hi, kitty.
Oh no, his little finger fell off his rock
Oh,
monster
no.
hoodie.
You're a number one rock monster, yeah.
There you go.
I think
Oh,
with those, like they have to be on low heat when you dry them. They shouldn't have come off, but I think after a while washing them or whatever, they'll
probably just
come off.
safest just to wash it and hang it up to dry.
Yeah.
Because
And
none
some
of
of my,
those iron on, none of those things
yeah,
on there, they don't like heat at all.
no. And like, I know some of the ones that I've ordered, like, you got to be careful too. Like,
Yeah. So
Crow's
yeah,
Soup
stuff like
bars
that, I always dry natural.
hold up. Yeah, I just let it, or very low heat, or
Yeah.
no heat, tumble
Gotta do
dry.
it the old fashioned way, put it on the clothesline.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph, purple and black. Yeah, that's how my toe was.
Ouch.
Instantly, purple and black. So you know you broke it when it's that color.
Yeah. We
So
haven't really
hopefully you
talked
don't lose the
much
nail.
about real paranormal and all that stuff tonight. It's just kind of been
No,
intense.
not yet.
Is that what you want to talk about for
Well, we could
you?
talk about like well anything as
Oh,
always,
okay.
but
I thought maybe you had a subject you wanted to talk about tonight with stuff.
well, I just it's not just oh, it's pretty much just community stuff. I just
Oh,
it's gets really and I don't want to talk about it now because it's gonna bring everybody down. It's just
no, no. I don't think it's that bad, Laura.
it's well, I don't know.
It's
You
something
get pretty
important though.
disappointed and stuff that people are doing and stuff that's going on and
Oh,
so
yeah. Laura could really use some stories and stuff for magazines too, guys. So anything that you want
yeah,
to share, like please just
always please share.
message her, email her, because she does a lot of the magazine and it's the community magazine. So if there's things that you want to put out there, like do it because it, helps promote what you're working on, like your art, stories, poems, music. I know James talked about like some of his songs and stuff, and I don't know if he messaged you, Laura, but
No.
you helped Will with his artwork because his artwork is awesome.
Yeah, I still have his ad in
Nice
the
to know that-
magazine. I
I
put it
love
in
that. Like,
again.
it's nice to just have it in there every month because maybe somebody hasn't seen it,
Right.
but his stuff's good. Like, my
Yeah, usually when I put
logo.
in an ad for somebody's channel or stuff like that, I leave it
Yeah,
in for
yeah.
several months so that people could get a notice of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the new issue came out today, guys. So,
Yep. You
going
could
over to
talk
my
about your
posts and
channel. You could talk about what your channel's about and what you're interested in and why you're doing it. And, not everything has to be paranormal related, where it's just the community magazine. So
right. You just
anything
want to
that
talk
you
about yourself? What
share.
the hell?
Oh, right.
Oh, Ches, I know. As I was getting everybody was commenting, Ches is the sexy man of the month. I'm thinking, no, that's not. But I didn't realize it. I think yeah, everybody could have took it that way, but that's not what it was. So, but yeah, okay. If everybody wants to think that Ches is the sexy man of the month, knock
Because
herself
it's
out.
sexy anyway. So.
It's actually Steve from Nocturnal Frequency Radio
Oh, yes, I saw that.
who made the sexy. And Carla was the sexy gal.
And Jimmy was the centerfold.
Yes. When she goes, "Oh, me?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I was like, what?
Because yeah, this when everybody see when everybody
Oh,
when they get you get one of those labels, I send you a direct link,
yeah.
to the magazine so that you can see.
Because there's a poll, the people vote.
Right. Well, actually, people haven't been voting, so this,
Oh, shoot. Please vote.
I
Just
got to
do
start
that.
picking my own. Come
Yep.
on, guys. You got to get your favorites out there. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I need to go read it. Thanks for putting that out. You are welcome. Actually, there's some really good
Yep.
stories that I put in there this time.
Yeah. She has a lot of like historical stuff and things to read in
It's
there that are really good.
found some really good
Yeah.
stories. So
I like them. You put a lot into that.
it takes me the whole month,
I
and
know.
then I usually put
We're
it
so
out.
busy.
I schedule it the night before to go out first thing in this morning, but I was painting last night,
Yeah.
and when I got up, I go, "Oh shit, the magazine!" And I ran out here first thing this morning and posted it so everybody could get it. I was like, "Oh, I don't believe I forgot to do that." Let's see. Chesa says, "I've been absent of late, been sleeping a lot, but the article about the vampires and the witches are amazing." Yeah, isn't that cool? When I start researching, I'm thinking, "Oh, this is a great story." Or if I see a clip somewhere,
Yeah.
like on YouTube or even on Facebook, and I think, "Oh, that sounds like an interesting story." And then I start looking it up and I start doing the research, and then I come up with the full story behind, whatever somebody might want to put a little clip or something out. It's amazing the crap that you find. Like the last month with the Mother's Day thing. Here you're
Hmm.
thinking Mother's Day is a great holiday, and actually it was created by a woman who hated her mother. That floored me.
That's ironic.
Yeah, isn't
A
it?
little ironic, but yeah. Oh, good. You steal recipes. We should add more recipes in there just for fun. It was
Yeah,
hard
because
to
I only
find mayo recipes. Like most of them were pasta salads.
Right.
There's only so many pasta salads you can,
No,
but
but the ones you found sounded good.
the
Hopefully
mayo
everybody's
with
copying
the
'em.
pineapple cake, oh man.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah,
everybody copied them and saves them because they are some good ones. And I try to get the recipes out from, for every holiday that's going on for that month. And so I try to correlate recipes that go with those holidays.
right. You're
Um,
doing July now, so maybe we
yeah,
should
the
hit up
start of
Jeff and
July.
see if he's got some good smoking or barbecue
Yeah,
tips
good
and
idea.
ideas to add in there since
Yeah,
it's
good idea. He could do like Jeff's barbecue page.
yeah, that would be awesome. I need some good I'm okay barbecuing, like I know how to barbecue steak really well, but I don't know how to smoke and all that stuff. Salmon, cedar wood and salmon
Oh yeah,
barbecue. You soak the
my
cedar
husband
wood.
likes salmon.
Oh, I haven't had salmon in a while. I had some when I was pregnant because I was craving it really bad, and I
Right?
had way too much of it, and I was like, I hate salmon now.
Yeah, I won't
But now
touch
it
it. I
sounds
don't like
good.
it.
But it took a while to get over that.
I'm not a salmon person. Like you guys know, I like lamb. Lamb is my thing.
I
It's
still have to try that, but
it's
I like putting
and it's
pepper.
I usually get it. I only get it a few times a year, and usually because my son buys it for me as a gift because he knows that I like it. Because it's funny. Like for my birthday's will be coming up, so
Right.
I'll get a leg of lamb for my birthday.
That's nice, though. That's yummy.
And I'm
Yes,
like,
Air
fire up
Force,
the
I'm
grill.
confused. I am confused. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I just wing it.
Right. Well, everybody refers to it as barbecue, but he's right. Grilling is like grilled salmon or
Oh,
whatever.
Jezza, that's cute.
But yeah, I love it. You know what? It's hard to find a good place that actually has good barbecue.
Hmm. Usually people just cake a bunch of barbecue sauce on it and call it barbecue, but barbecue is like a lot of dry rub and seasoning and
Yeah, just yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here first, yeah, lamb. If lamb is done right, it is the best. It is the best. Let's see. Chesa says when I was pregnant with teen, my craving was mint, Kit Kat, Chunkies, and Skittles. Oh,
Steph,
she was craving all of that sugar.
I caught you
Me, it was
fast.
fruit. Any kind of fruit that existed, I was eating it. My
Yeah.
son should have been born a fruit salad.
Oh, that's good though, Laura. That's good
I mean,
sugar.
I by boatload. I mean, I was like wiping out watermelons by
Yeah.
them and cherries. Oh my god!
Mikey, I craved Singers. The
Really? Okay.
coconut strawberry ones. Yeah, I was like craving Singers for some reason. I don't eat them all. I don't really eat junk food. I don't even
Me
drink
neither.
coffee. I cannot have the sugar. It makes me feel like I'm hung over the next day.
Wow. Now,
Yeah,
see,
it's just not.
I enjoy a soda, but
Yeah.
that's my
And
downfall.
lately, thanks to somebody, I've been flavoring my coffee with raw honey
Yeah, that's
to
good. I've
sweeten
done
it.
that. Yep.
Oat milk and raw honey.
You're
That's
right here for us. Good barbecue takes hours,
yeah.
and I'm not a fan of vinegar barbecue. I like brown sugar barbecue, and it has. I mean, I just and around here. And I'm telling you, we have a melting pot of restaurants in my area.
Yeah.
Whatever food you're craving, there's someone around here that sells it.
Yep.
It's just they just have not gotten the barbecue down.
Julie, I have never tried okra, but that thing looks disgusting. Like,
Yeah, I'm not an okra fan.
what does it taste like? I makes me
I've
kind
had
of
it
gay.
cooked. It's kind of slimy. It's kind of gross.
Ew.
But
Ew.
I've never had it pickled.
I don't know. I've been, like people give you those like baskets of sausage and cheese and stuff around the holidays.
Yo, yeah.
And I'll get olives and then I got a jar of that okra and I was like, no, I am throwing that out. I'm not even gonna taste it. It looks
Oh,
so
you should have
gross.
at least tried it.
No. What is
I
it?
mean, I'm willing
Tastes
to
like
try it. Yeah, you
I
don't
don't
like it,
know.
spit it out.
It's scary. It scares me.
Yes, Mark,
I
lamb is
like
the best.
spicy pickled green beans or
Oh,
those
that sounds
long beans,
good.
like those are pretty good. They
Says
got to be
vinegar
the
barbecue
spicy ones
sauce.
though.
Stew, all right. Yeah, he says vinegar barbecue sauce is the devil's work. Brown
Whoa,
sugar all day. Yeah, it's just so. Oh my god, when
Cheza,
it
you
is
got some
done right,
exotic taste there. Look at that.
okra is amazing.
She's sexy.
My
She went.
sister's Nigerian wedding. Oh, cool, Nigerian wedding.
I just don't know. Yam and beef sounds good, but the
It was
okra part, like Nigerian, huh?
with beef curried stew. That sounds interesting.
I'll take her
All
word
right, seeing that Chiz is here, I got a question. What is the obsession with the people in the UK with curry? You guys eat an awful lot of it,
Some curry is good. Like there's one at this supermarket that I go and I make chicken curry over rice. And it's really
right?
good, but it's like I don't really know what's in it. I was asked what was in it and I was like, I don't know. Like shame on me. I should have looked.
Yes,
But it's
she
tasty.
says it's a staple in the UK because you guys eat it all the time.
It's the India curry, like it's in a jar.
Yeah,
There's a certain one and it is really good. And I will marinate my chicken in it and then cook the chicken and then put it over rice
sounds
with some of the
good.
sauce. And it's actually really good.
I have to admit, I've never had curry,
Yeah, I love that stuff. But I'm probably going
and
to
I'm
make it
sure somebody
tomorrow.
around here sells it, but I just never
I'm going
had
to do it
it.
tomorrow. Do not try pickled okra.
Dude,
Biscuits
Banana
and
Grill biscuits and gravy.
with
Oh,
Tabasco. I can see that. Yep.
that is the bomb. Homemade, Julie? Hopefully you say yes, it was all homemade. I only make that in the winter because it is fattening as hell.
Your 7-Up biscuits are on my list.
Oh, they're so effing good. And they're so easy to make. You said mostly, okay, that's
I
cool.
love
Yeah.
biscuits and gravy. You
Oh,
gotta
me
like
too.
load it up. You gotta have the hash browns, the gravy mix, gotta have the pepper in it. I've gotta try your 7-Up biscuits. Then you do cheese and you gotta do a fried egg on top.
Do you put
Mm,
sausage in your gravy?
yes. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Sage
God.
sage sausage.
It's just,
Mm,
yeah, it's got to be
I'm done.
loaded. And I make it, and my husband and I, yeah, we pig. I have to make like a double batch because they pig out on it. And like I said, the 7 Up biscuits are perfect because you cook those biscuits, cooked in butter.
Yeah.
You put a
Uh
stick of butter in the pan and you melt it in the oven. And in the meantime, you're mixing up your biscuit mix, cutting them out, put them in that melted butter in the pan, and then you bake them. I think it's like 12 minutes. And bam, they're golden brown and just buttery. And you put the sausage gravy over it. Oh God.
that sounds like heaven.
Oh, it is.
I
It's
love
just
biscuits and gravy.
it's the devil. It's terrible. But yeah, like I said, fanning as hell. I
It's
only
too
make it in
hard.
the winter.
An Indian food open up. That's something I'd like to do in a foreign country is try like Moroccan food and India food and not the water, but
Right.
try
I would
like
do Indian food. My husband couldn't touch it because I know Indian food's spicy.
yeah.
I would try it. Indian curries could be mild or as hot as you like. Yeah, see, I'd have to. I've never. I'd have to. We have an Indian restaurant down the street.
That's awesome, Chaza.
I'd have
That's
to try it.
I'd tried it. I would try it. Chaza,
Corned
that sounds
beef
really good.
curry was made. Now, see, I like corned beef hash.
Hmm.
So I wonder what corned beef curry would taste like.
Yeah, don't drink the water. I think it's cool that some people have like traditional things that they carry on from, like I'm sure you do from your great grandparents, like I
Oh
do, or
yeah,
whatever. And you have certain things that they've taught you and you learn and you do it too, like what Chezo was talking about with the corned beef curry.
yeah.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah,
have no idea
especially
what it's like or how you make it or how it tastes, but the way she makes it sound is like it's a comfort food, like, makes you feel good, family food.
right. Oh, Hair Forest bought a case of corned beef hash today. Yeah, love corned beef hash.
I
Put some
haven't had
eggs over
grits.
it. Oh, it's good.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah,
Grits
it's
and
really
that
good.
fried bologna everybody's talking about, or fried peanut
Fried.
butter and jelly.
That I've never had, but
Haven't either.
fried bologna's awesome.
Yeah, I have not tried that, so
She suggests whenever we
Oh,
have had an Indian night, we order Komora. Am I saying that right? Komora curry. It's a sweet coconut curry with shredded chicken in
yes.
it, and it is yum.
The coconut curry is amazing stuff. I've had that before.
Really? See, I hate coconut, but
It's
they
not
make it with
spicy.
coconut milk, right?
Yeah. It's so
Okay.
good. I love that stuff. Yeah. I've been
Hey,
kind
corned
of
beef curry sounds good.
yeah. I've been doing a lot of reading on like the Mayan people and stuff lately. Just for it. Like I don't just the way of life and like their hieroglyphics and their pyramids they do are similar to Egypt, but they're so much more detailed. And their pyramids are different, but their hieroglyphics are almost like little drawings, like more detailed little drawings.
Right.
They're almost like their own little art piece in a square. It's just like interesting that religion lately I've been reading about because they don't really know what happened to those people. Um, like thousands and thousands of people. And my kitty, come here.
I just sneaking in.
Yeah, come here.
Uh, hey, Air Force, have you ever made your own biscuits and gravy? I'm telling you,
Come on.
you will not be disappointed. It's really not hard. And once I learned how to make it, I will never touch a restaurant again
Yeah.
because they don't do it justice. Yeah, Justice says that it's spicy. It's the bomb. Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Come here.
I'll have to go down the road and go because the Indian restaurant's been there for years. I've just never been in there because my husband can't eat spicy food, so I usually don't get anything like that because he can't have it. Air Force says, you guys are killing me over here. I'm trying to maintain weight, and this food is making me so hungry, but I love it. Oh, sorry. The real cookbook I gathered my wife's and family recipes and made a family cookbook. Yeah. Oh, I have so many recipes, but I just don't have the time. Hi, Chris. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, everything I do is still it's homemade and passed down through the generations. So it's
Yeah.
and the problem is I don't measure.
Oh,
That's my downfall. Nobody in my family measures because we know how much we're supposed to put in.
right.
By
You,
its
you
look and taste. And so when somebody says write out the recipe, I'm like, oh shit, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, but I'll do my best.
I'm that way with apple pie. Like I make it so much that I mean the only thing I really measure out is the flour. But
Right.
everything else I don't have to add. Like
So it's
I
you
don't
just know what goes in it.
have yeah, because you just do cook the apples and then you add in the right amount of flour and brown sugar
Right.
and butter and till it's that right consistency and I don't
Right.
measure
Yeah,
that out.
see. So it's really bad when somebody says, "Oh, could you write it down for me?" I'm like, no, but I'll try to figure it out. I'm sorry."
Yeah,
I always tell them, "No, just come over to the house. I'll show you how to make it, and then you go
yeah,
home."
right. Or just some things that I cook, like enchiladas and stuff that I just put it together and it just comes out.
Right. Air Force thinks, I think biscuits and gravy comes down to the amount of pepper. Oh, no. It's just, you got to have the right sausage in it. The biscuits, like I gave Carla the 7 Up, you can find it online. It's 7 Up biscuits. They're awesome for biscuits and gravy. They're perfect. And yeah, well, and I actually, the original recipe that I had of biscuits and gravy was made with goat's milk, guys.
Oh,
And a lot of people are like, ew, but you know what? It was awesome.
my
I don't make it
taste
with
is
goat's
getting
milk, but
exotic.
I make it with regular milk. But yeah, it's Air Force 2 beautiful women, some food porn. How can you get any better?
Aw.
You're right, Steph. It is. It is a Polish thing, and it's also a Lebanese thing because that's what I am as well. And I used to love watching my grandmothers cook. Um, I, I loved watching their hands work through the food. Everything was done with your hands,
Mhm. I agree.
not with, yeah, you're mixing meats, you're mixing whatever. And my grandmothers did it with their hands. I'm sure your
Mhm.
grandmothers probably did the same thing.
Yeah, she had her own apple tree and she had an amazing garden, like her own
Yeah.
tomatoes and everything she grew. But the only thing that we never were able to replicate, even though we have the recipe, was her sugar cookies at Christmas. I don't know why. We have the recipe and for the frosting, but it never tastes the same. And maybe it's the ingredients nowadays. Maybe it's not, maybe it was a certain thing that she used that, you get butter and you're like, well, what butter did she use? Was
Right.
it?
It was the love. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
that too.
That's what it was.
Just
You're
never.
right, Steph.
No.
Yeah, you just know the taste. You didn't know no measurements. Yeah, they didn't. My grandmother never measured anything. Either one of them. You just knew.
Mm-hmm.
Just as when my gran used to make corned beef curry, she used to call it poor man's curry because you only need a handful of ingredients:
Yeah.
corned beef, some beef stock, and some onions. Yeah, and
Oh,
you know what? And that little bit,
it was
I
really good.
guarantee you, it's probably fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I like
Because
feta cheese.
the simplest things are always the best.
Oh, big
Yes, Julie.
scoop.
Well, with baking, yeah, baking you should measure because you could screw that up big
Mm-hmm.
time. Uh,
Crisco, yeah, the
yeah.
fat that they used. Yep.
Um, Again, in the old days, they didn't use, like you said, Crisco
Mm-hmm.
or oil. They used lard.
Mm-hmm.
See, Polish guy in the house, shout out a good pierogi if you could find one. I make my own, Hair Force. No store bought pierogi in this house. It's all homemade.
Nice, Julie. Yum yum.
Let's
Chicken
see.
dumplings.
Feta cheese made from ghost milk. Yeah, it's good. I like good feta cheese.
Why isn't Jimmy in here with the food talk?
I don't know because he'd be all over it.
Usually he's like always saying food talking by the time he pops in.
All right.
Probably
Crisco is
busy.
such an important part of old school baking. It is, but I found out that lard is even better. It's better for you than the Crisco. If you get pig lard, that makes the best rolls and bread and cakes. You wouldn't think it, but I've lived it. When we lived in Missouri years ago,
Yeah,
and the farmers out there, that's all their wives used was
right.
pig lard, and that was some of the best fucking food I ever ate in my life. Excuse my French. And I asked them, and they go, "It's the pig lard." I
Yeah.
said, "Well, I'll be damned."
Is Crisco more like imitation,
Pretty much. I mean,
like
it is
margarine?
an
Yeah.
oil-based product, but I will only use Crisco when I'm doing baking
Mhm.
because I haven't ever even looked to see if I could get my hands on pig lard here. Of course, my husband would have a fit. He says we all know that the only thing on a pig you can't eat is the yeah. Oh, Chris says yeah, yeah. They always keep their bacon fat. Yep,
Mhm.
that's an old tradition too. Yep,
Yep. Because you can.
frying your eggs in bacon fat. I know people that cook a bacon fat that you put in their green beans. It's yeah,
Yeah. Or asparagus.
yeah. Is that what you do?
Yeah, because I will cook the bacon with the asparagus after.
Ah,
Yeah, and then it flavors all of it. It's so good. Then you add some Parmesan on it, some cheese.
now see, I hate asparagus, but I probably would eat that
It's really good.
because you cooked it in the.
The
It's the
bacon.
flavor. I think asparagus is part of the spinach family. So when I
Yeah.
make spinach, I really doctor the spinach up.
Oh,
Otherwise, I wouldn't eat it either.
oh, the bacon makes it taste so good, Laura. I know what you're talking about with asparagus. Or, you don't want it all soggy and
Has that? Well, it also has a kind of like
yeah, but the
a bitter
bacon just
taste.
takes all that away. It's pretty good.
Let's see. You got to use salt pork, fat back to cook. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is.
Right?
Believe it or not, Steph and people. That's the problem with food today. Because if you haven't had experienced the old ways of cooking, you're missing out. Because the stuff they make today is just shit.
Makes too. It
Yeah,
definitely
yes.
makes you smell.
Okay, so you put something essentially they ended up in the book. Yeah, you wouldn't even. That's and I love doing that too. Just making up stuff in the kitchen, and you're like, oh shit, this is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, your wife does the same thing that I do, Stu. Just you work with what you've got in your refrigerator, and usually it comes out good. Asparagus beef. Let's see. African beef stew recipe: a blend of uh, onions, red pepper, tomatoes, Scotch bonnet chili, chili powder, tomato puree, squirt oil. I don't know what that is. Hot in a pan, add beef blended. Oh, unless you're saying you put the oil in the pan, blend it and mix and simmer. Sounds good. We're killing.
Oh god.
Hereford's gonna go out and cheat on what he's doing.
Oh.
Hey, Ace, welcome back. Let's see. Over here, they used lard at the fish and chip shop, and it was probably the best, right? Because that's what makes it nice and crispy. Stated
Oh right.
Sarah
Yeah.
started getting obese and having heart issues. Yeah, you know what? Because over here, I don't know about where you are, Carla. You know, when we get fish fries, they suck. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I want
Yeah.
a fish fry that's nice and crispy on the outside, and not greasy.
Uh huh.
And they just haven't nailed it here yet.
It's just something that they do with the oil. Like I went and had fish and chips at a restaurant here in my city, and they use burnt oil, like the oil that was overused and stuff. So it was nasty. It was not
Yeah.
very good fish and chips.
And then you end up with the shits because you got.
Yeah. And then I went to Butte, and there was an Irish pub, and I ordered the fish and chips, and it was amazing. Like the breading on it was homemade, like they had cooked it just, I mean, the fish was good. It was probably the best fish and chips I've had. And it was
Yeah.
Irish pub fish and chips.
Now, so we have an Irish pub here that I haven't been in. It's like an Irish community club. I should stop in there and see if
Oh,
they because I just, I enjoy a good fish fry if we could find one that's good.
mhm.
And usually they're soggy and
Yeah,
oily, and I end up getting sick. So I
right,
stopped looking. Thanks for the shout out, Ace. Yeah, oil has to be fresh. Yeah, and right temperature.
right.
Air Force says he's gained 3 pounds listening to this chat. Probably me too. Don't feel bad.
He's doing good with the getting healthy and the diet. So
Yeah, good for you. I know I need to,
it's
to
not
work on
easy.
it. It's
Very
if I
good.
don't drink soda, I
Oh,
wouldn't have a problem. But I always give in, and I end up having a soda.
I'm sure you crave it once in a while, but
Well,
I
that's
just
what it is.
can't.
Yeah, well, certain things you're eating, you're like, oh, I
Mhm.
get tired of drinking water.
Yeah, yeah, but I just know I feel like crap because I've just cut it out of my diet. So when I have it, I
Right
feel horrible. I feel so bad.
now,
Like,
when I wasn't feeling good this last winter, I stopped drinking soda,
mhm,
and I lost 15 pounds like within a week.
nice.
And I
Yeah,
cut out
it's a
all the
huge
sugar
thing.
products.
It's so addictive.
And but then when I started, getting back to it,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just I
yeah,
missed what she said. Family-owned restaurant and know all about fresh. Oh yeah, see, it's nice when it. My dad and grandmother ran a restaurant. My father was a chef in the army. Everybody in my family is a cook. So that's the beauty of it. That's what my husband said. That's why he married me.
mhm,
I said, see, we fed him and we couldn't get rid of him,
yeah,
which was the truth because all his mother did was boil stuff. And I ain't kidding, guys. She boiled everything because she didn't know what she was doing
yeah,
because her mother couldn't cook, and it's a shame. So the first time my husband had fresh pineapple was after he married me because she always bought canned stuff.
yeah.
So I bought a fresh pineapple. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I cut it up. I go, "Eat this." And he was like, "Oh my god!" I go, "Yeah, see what you missed the whole life,
Right.
not eating fresh fruits."
Mhm.
I wish I could drink cold water. I gag at the taste of water. I survive on coffee and sugar, or sugar-free Fanta. Really, you gag on cold water? I love a good glass of ice cold water.
Right, big stew. Yuck. I don't like boiled hot dogs anyway. Like,
Air Force, Army actually had chefs. Yes, my father was a chef in the Army. He fed over 300 men every day,
wow,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For the longest time, he never wanted to see a pie again in his life.
I'm sure it's a lot of work.
Well, yeah, I mean, every day you had to get up at the crack of dawn. He was making pies and donuts
Hmm.
and excuse me, and yeah, a lot of cooking, a lot of food. Uh, Actually, one of the things I used to like watch my father do when I was a kid was he'd make homemade dinner rolls, and the way he
Yeah.
did it, I would just die laughing
Oh,
because he had this technique to it, so it was really fun to watch him do
yeah.
it. But
Oh, that's cute.
and then when he came back from the army, yeah, him and my grandmother ran a restaurant here in the area.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
It's funny how you pick up stuff like that, like habits or things that you learn from doing it. Like my papa, when he'd eat his oatmeal, he had a certain way he would eat it because
Right?
he was a Marine. So he didn't waste time. He would just like it was like he
They all no, yeah, they all it took them
yeah,
3
and he
seconds to eat.
his whole life that's how he ate it. I was like,
Yeah.
just
My
so
father did that
cute
for years too, yep.
because
We
he
would
didn't
sit
have
down to
time.
eat and he would be done already.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
Yep.
just that, you had to have it watered down so you could eat it quickly, and that I was like, "Okay,
Yep.
mine isn't as watery, and so I take my time," and he'd be
Because they
done.
don't yeah, they don't give
You
you
didn't have
long
time to
and like you
waste.
said, when you've got like
Whole life.
300 guys to feed, you gotta
Yeah.
eat get the hell out of the way for the next group.
Yep.
So it was the move get them in, get them out. No, yeah, they had cooks too, but yeah, but they also did have the head person of the kitchen was a chef, and that was my dad.
Oh,
And actually, my father was very lucky. He just missed. He was getting discharged as they were just getting ready of shipping him to Vietnam,
oh,
and the war was over. So my
so
father
many went to
just
Vietnam.
missed it. Thank God he just missed it.
Yeah, a lot of people I know went to Vietnam.
Yeah, I have an
I'm
uncle who
still
did. He
alive,
my uncle. I had
veterans.
an uncle who was a Green Beret.
Yeah.
Um, he was
Ar
the guy in the helicopter that shot the M60, the
Mhm.
big, huge machine gun like Arnold Schwarzenegger used in a
Oh,
movie.
wow.
That's what my uncle used to fire.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
We're lucky that things aren't like that now,
Yes, we are.
like, under a real threat. Now it's just seems like it's a joke.
Well, doesn't it still make you nervous though? I mean, even your
Oh,
daughter
yeah,
is
it does.
nervous.
Yeah, let's not antagonize. We're not Mr. High and Mighty anymore. We're
Right.
not. We just make ourselves look like idiots because nobody knows what nothing's anymore.
Well, everybody's paid off. Oh,
That
yeah,
too.
see, Julie said, yes, chef in the military, her uncle, yeah. He cooked for the general of the
Yeah.
Pentagon after Vietnam. Yeah, that's well, see, my father didn't stay in. If he
Wow.
stayed in, but my father also has a background in electronics.
Oh, nice.
So he's an electronics major, but he also did worked. He was the chef. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, if he would have stayed in, then yeah, he probably would have been, yeah, cooking for some bigwig in the Pentagon or whatever. But no, he come home because he realized that wasn't for him. That wasn't his thing. Served his country and moved on. That's the best way to go. I know my son was thinking about it, and I'm thinking, well, I'll be honest, I really don't want you to do that, but because he was my only child.
Yeah.
So it made me nervous. But I said, but it's up to you. And he goes, no, he goes, that's not something I'm interested in. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I won't fight you on that one. Of course, I don't know if it's still standing rule. If you're the only surviving son, then you aren't allowed to see active duty. But I don't know if that rule still applies to this day.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that's changed.
so
I
that's
don't think
probably the
so.
same then. So he probably wouldn't have seen active duty.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he's the last one. So that's why I joke around with him. I tell him, he says, you got to have 5. He's like, what? I go, you got to have 5.
5.
I couldn't, but you need to, because it makes up for what I couldn't do. He's like, "Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'll be lucky if I get one."
Oh, I'm sure you will, Laura.
But, he's not too thrilled
In
about it. I
time.
said, "That it is what it is, Joe.
No
If you don't
rush.
want to, okay, I get it. Not
Yeah.
everybody was, made to be a parent, but, I think what scared him off is his buddy. His buddy's got 3 kids, and they're all a hot mess.
Oh,
But I said, "That's because he didn't discipline his kids." There were no, there was no guidance, there was no, you have, borders and stuff set up for your kids. You don't cross that line.
right. Yeah.
No, they didn't have any of that. So his kids are all in trouble.
Oh, that's not good.
So Joseph's like, yeah, screw that.
Lord of the Flies.
Uh, I told him, I said, you know what? Your kids grow up the way you raise them.
This is true.
So you
Or
can't
the
blame the
best that you
child.
can.
It's the parent is the teacher, the guidance, and if you don't do that, then you're gonna have problems. And you're like your boundaries. You gotta have boundaries. When you see these kids and they're screaming back at their mother in the store,
Oh,
or they're hitting their mother, I'm like,
what do you
oh
expect?
no, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Pickle and ketchup sandwiches, huh?
Oh, never had that.
Nope.
I've had mayonnaise sandwiches.
I had chips
Everybody,
and ketchup.
everybody was made to be a parent. Just not everybody is good at it. That's true. You're right. Not everybody is good at it.
Not everybody should be. I hate when kids are like treated like, burdens.
Because the parents don't want to be bothered. Then why
Yeah,
did you have
no.
them?
It's like, well,
That's what it is. There's no interaction. Here's the phone. Here's the computer. Leave
yeah.
me alone. Because mom's too busy with her phone stuck up her ass. Julie says, yeah, it doesn't matter if the only son or daughter or anything anymore in the military. That old rule
Oh,
is
is it?
gone. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I
I
try to
wouldn't,
teach my kids things.
I wouldn't have told him no. I just told him I really wouldn't want him to do it,
Hmm.
but that's not my choice. It's his choice,
Right.
and he chose not to.
Yeah, you're just gonna be supportive. Supportive parent.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm not saying that your kids aren't going to make a bad decision here for
Oh
us,
well, yeah.
but if you give them a good foundation and they know the difference between right and wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. But if they're free reign children,
Yeah, they're
if
just going to
they're
do
little
whatever.
children, because some people just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Kids are innocent. Innocence.
Oh, it's good. He's never been in trouble. Yeah, Joseph's never been in trouble either. Not really.
Yeah,
Normal kid stuff.
right.
I lucked out. He was a great kid.
Yeah, my kids are good too.
Yeah, and he's a great man. So it's I try to hit all the bases. When raising him, so that he'd be a great person. Oh, you were your latchkey. Yeah, well, a lot of people were, but your parents probably gave you rules
Mm-hmm.
and expectations, and every kid's gonna sneak and do stuff. I'm not saying they're not going to, but if your parents said, "Okay, I expect this to be done by the time I get home," I'm sure you did it.
Yep.
I know when my father said something, I did it. I didn't say, didn't question it. I just did it. Like if my job when it growing, I had to take the garbage out, and
Right.
I'd go
You
out
have
with my
to do it.
friends, and
Yeah.
I'd come home late, and if I forget the garbage, the bag would be in my bedroom to remind me. Whoops, guess what you forgot?
Oh, surprise.
I'm like, oh shit,
Well, that's
and
clever.
yeah, my father
Hey,
made me
you
take
didn't
it
do
out.
this. Maybe I should start leaving the broom in my daughter's room. Hey, you didn't
There you
sweep.
go.
Here's the
Put the broom
broom.
in there. There was a rule in our house: when you get home, you
That's
take your
funny.
shoes off, you put your shoes away.
Yep.
If I didn't, my father would throw them in the backyard.
Oh, where's my shoes at? Oh,
Well,
getting rained on in the mud.
yeah, they're in the yard. You didn't put them away. My father was strict, but not overly strict.
Right,
It's
big stew.
only rule I had was to be home before dark.
Mm-hmm. I had a
Yeah, so
curfew.
yeah, I had to be home when the street light come on.
Mine was 10 o'clock. Be home by 10. I never snuck out or anything like that. I never did that. Went out and had to be home by that time, and I did.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Unless I stayed over at a friend's house or something. But if
And
I
that's
went,
when you would run up and down the streets naked, right?
yeah, then
Yeah,
I was
see,
caught.
that's
And it wasn't just going quietly. I screamed.
Yeah,
Like,
see, so
it was
everybody
late at
does their
night,
thing.
down the down down the neighborhood, screaming.
It's
16, I remember.
yeah, yeah, you did your thing, and
It
parents
was
know that. They're
funny.
not dumb.
It was funny.
Stu says, I'm
Did it
thankful
for
he has
the
such a
rush.
good son. Plus, he couldn't get away with much that I haven't already done myself. That's the problem. My father used to say the same thing. You don't think I know what you're doing?
Yeah,
I've already done all that. Oh, thanks, Dad.
can't surprise me.
But
That's
see,
a
there
big
was
bucket
boundaries
for.
that they set, and I knew not to cross those
Mhm.
boundaries because then there would be consequences.
Oh, yeah, that was hard.
Yeah. And I did the same thing with, my son. There's constant, when I mean no, I mean no.
Right.
And his friends used to say, well, your mother will never know. He goes, oh no, my mother will know.
Yep. Somehow they just have that. You have that sense.
Right. Let's see, good Lord, now the damn ice cream man is coming through my apartment. Is this all a plot to get me fat again?
Resist it. The willpower. You can do it.
Ignore the ice cream man. As Steph says,
That's so
oh
funny
my
stuff.
God, Lord, either our parents were related or they had the same parenting handbook. Oh, yeah. Not for another, who knows? Or
Right.
my father actually was from Poland. I am a first generation American. So
Oh,
maybe we might be related, Steph. Who knows? Yes, my father came over on a giant battleship
wow.
with my grandparents. They escaped the war.
Oh, okay.
My grandparents were in concentration camp,
Oh,
and then they got sponsored to come here. So they come over on a
whoa.
giant. My father says he remembers there was a giant battleship, and my grandfather was sitting on one of the guns in the front, watching over the water. My father says
Wow.
he remembers that, and he was only 4,
Oh, geez. Really?
and he remembers that.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, pretty cool.
It's
So
crazy.
yeah, that's why it infuriates me when people talk about the Holocaust being fictional. Bullshit. That's why I
What?
say to
Who
that.
says that?
Oh, a lot of people say, "Oh, it
Oh
was
my
all made
god.
up." You
Shut
tell that
up.
to the people that lived through it.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Trying to
my
cover it
grandparents
up
lived through
like
that
it
shit.
didn't
And
happen.
you're
Stop band-aiding everything. Stop band-aiding history or erasing it. That's what makes me mad. Gonna get rid of it so people don't know these things.
yeah. Well, it exists, and we're not gonna let them forget it. That's for sure. Because God forbid that
It's
ever happens
horrible.
again.
Yeah. I can't
Air Force
even
says,
imagine crossing the ocean from country to country back then and how sick and terrifying and the environment and everything was. Like how hard
yeah.
it would be.
Oh, my grandmother was seasick the whole time.
I bet. Gosh.
And then the thing that
What a
kills me is that they stopped off. Their first stop was in the UK.
yeah.
And
Oh.
my grandfather asked, do you want to stay here?
Oh,
And I'm like,
really?
oh man. I said, that was my chance.
Darn it.
And my grandmother goes, no, she didn't want to stay there. She said, because the people talked funny.
Oh, because they talk funny.
Yeah, well, they didn't speak English, my
Yeah.
grandparents.
Yeah.
So my grandmother thought that they talked funny, so it was really funny. So they
So
went on
yes,
to New
they
York.
live in New
Yeah, they
York.
went on to New York, and then
Makes sense. That's crazy. Wow.
let's see. Here first, my grandparents escaped to Poland during the war. I apologize on their behalf because now you're stuck with this goofy ass hippie. Oh, jeez. Let's see. Right, bring our statues back. We all have had to do this up 100,000 miles and look back at this beautiful blue ball. We all realize that we're all related. We should put ourselves in. I shouldn't put ourselves in boxes. Oh well, no, I agree. See, during the Civil War, kids as young as 10 were dragging bodies off the battlefields. Some kids these days cry actual tears on TikToks because they just work 20 hours. Yeah, I know. Isn't that pathetic? I know. So yeah, Hitler was very brilliant. Unfortunately, he was insane too.
I think it goes
That's
hand in hand.
yeah,
We're a
he was
little mad.
crazy. And the
Yeah.
guys that were with him, his right hand man and all of that, he's the one that started, the hatred for the Jewish people.
Mhm.
But it wasn't just them; it was the Polish people and all that were herded in there too. My grandmother told me some stories, not
Oh,
many, because she didn't want to remember that stuff.
right. Can't blame
And
her.
then I always asked her if she ever wanted to go back home, and she says no.
Oh,
So she never wanted to go back home.
that's right, Steph.
Yep,
The mines. I can't imagine the sweatshops though.
it's just awful.
Hard.
And they would work, I mean, hours and hours. These poor little kids. And it's still going on in some parts of the world.
Yeah. Kids shouldn't have to grow up that way. It's so sad. Really. I love little
Um,
kids.
there's a ton of great German history around paranormal exploration. Yes, there is. Yeah, yes, there is. And you know what? But I don't know if I would want to go back to like those areas uh, and do any kind of well, maybe some exploration, but I don't think I would be paranormal because the land was just riddled with such horror.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would probably bother me if we did come up with something and it's you watch the documentaries online where people have gone back to the camps and you see this. We're just seeing it, secondhand, and it's
True.
horrifying.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine living it. Okay, Air Force.
My hair force.
Go burn off those 3 pounds. Do a couple pounds for each of us. Yes, because he was obsessed with the paranormal.
That's crazy.
So
I
yeah,
did not
that
know
and
that.
oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
obsessed with that and also
Interesting.
religious history. Big religious history buff. So they were saying he was a smart man, just crazy. So hopefully we never have to relive anything like that again. I hope people are smart enough to know not to fall into that again.
Hope not.
Let's see. I don't think that we're that far away from something like that happening again. No, we were always on a threshold, but I don't think that the public would, voluntarily gather like the people did back then because they were lied to,
Mhm.
and they thought it was going to be a benefit. And then when they realized that, oh shit, it was too late. We're here now, nowadays, I think people would stand up in arms against it. Um,
Night hair
that's
force.
have a great night here for us. That's why I believe in the right to bear arms. We have a right to defend ourselves,
Oh yeah, we're being lied to.
even if it's against the people that run our country.
Mhm.
We have a right to defend ourselves.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we're being lied to every day. Shit, I don't believe it. I don't believe half of the stuff that they say that oh this is going on and that's going on. No, it's not. Yeah, I know they're handing us a line of crap. See, it would be through propaganda or the fear. Look what just happened over these past few. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well, same thing like with the vid thing. All of that bullshit that they shoveled out to everybody. I'm sorry, I didn't believe any of it. I believe that it was manufactured across seas and it was done for population control. They let it loose. And now we're stuck with it because they can't get rid of it because it's a virus.
Yeah.
I didn't fall for the bullshit with the vaccine. Nope. Nope. Didn't fall. Now all the people that have had that vaccine, they're all sick. Everybody's got something wrong with them because of that vaccine. And of course, all wanted to disarm us. Oh yeah, they still want to. Not going to happen. And they've got to realize that. That's what this country was based on. You know, it was sacred and Dr. Frankie's. Oh yeah, and I knew somebody that was on the inside who worked for the Department of Health, and they were handed a line of bullshit too. And when they found out the truth, they were horrified because they
Yeah.
were feeding people these lies. And they didn't know it. They were just doing their job until they found out. And they're like, oh my God, this is awful. Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe in immunizations. There's a reason for them.
Right.
But, but what they tried to shovel at people during that time, no way. You don't take something that they've only put together in 2 weeks and then put it in your body. You don't know what the repercussions are going to be. Let's see, there are fun footage, a horror movie called Bunker of the Dead involving Nazi zombies and German experimentation. Worth a watch. Yes, yes, Steph. Yes. And you hear all these stories now. Just recently, I heard an update about the increase of different kinds of or unique kinds of cancer that are popping up in people, but mostly children. Now, it's been an increase. You know, it's bad enough that we had to deal with the children we're getting naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's an increase, and it's cancer that's not normally found in children, and it's popping up, and it's connected to those immunizations. It's been proven. So yeah, because I remember I got a lot of shit for not getting that shot.
Me too.
And I didn't because of my beliefs. It's a
I didn't
virus,
think there was
okay?
enough research on it.
Exactly. Not enough research, and
Like
I'm allergic to
the,
almost
you know,
every medicine out there. I find I'm having allergy problems.
yeah. I didn't
I would have
get
got that shot,
it.
and I would have ended up in the cemetery.
Yeah, I didn't. My kids are not. Hi, Jeff.
There's the booby man.
Yes, we were promoting your boobies.
Save the boobies.
We did.
Jeff. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Carla. And I mean, I'm the woman that I had that worked in the medical field. She goes, "Your doctor told you not to get it?" Yeah. Because they know my medical history, and he said it was not a good idea. Me too, but I saved my daughter's life by uh, for her. Yeah, you've got to do what you got to do. Like I said, I believe in immunizations because everybody goes, "Oh, well,
Right.
why do we do that?" Because we don't have any of these diseases anymore. That's because people are immunized. Those diseases are still out there.
Right.
How's it going tonight, Jeff?
And like there's people that like Julie, you got the vaccine, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but to me, I didn't
Right,
feel like I wasn't going to have something forced on me that I didn't have any knowledge about,
right.
you know? So I chose not to because I didn't know consequences.
Right.
I was also pregnant when it happened,
Yeah,
when
see, you
COVID
don't
hit.
you don't want to take that
I
chance.
left the
So,
hospital because I didn't want to be exposed around anybody that had COVID,
yep,
and I stayed home and I took care of my son and the kids, and I just stayed away from people and
right,
raised him for 2 years till I could go back into the workforce, but I didn't know what it would do. I didn't want the vaccine while I was pregnant, and I didn't want to get COVID while I was pregnant, so I decided to stay home.
right.
I was taking myself out of the equation.
There you go. Well, that's what it was. And you got to herd immunity. Your body has its own, defense mechanisms. And when you have all this medication and crap in you, the body isn't going to do its own job. So I'm not saying that the COVID it wasn't bad. I got it. I wasn't, the first couple of days I felt like I hit by a truck. But then after that it was just a regular flu.
Yeah.
I was lucky. Um
I'm sorry to hear that, Julie.
so my father died of COVID. The vaccine is not even honey, and I'm not saying that it all is evil. It works for some and not for others. My brother-in-law got it and it killed him while he was on the road. He got the shot, and within a few hours, his body was loaded with blood clots, and he stroked out. So, see, that's just it's different for everybody, and everybody should have the right to be able to make the choice. Let's see. Jeff said I got one shot, got sick, as fuck, and said no more. Yeah, and see, my parents got it, and they were fine. Air Force said I got it 5 times, and more shots than a bachelorette party. Still here. Yeah, see, it's different for everybody. One of my friends does testing. She said, I've been doing this for 20 years and we have guidelines and they're ignoring them all. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Things weren't done right and a lot of people paid for it. I forget what it was. It was the Johnson and Johnson one that was bad. And they knew there was problems with it and they still gave it to people. That's the bad part. There's where they're lying. They're lying to you. We were a big experiment. Steph, they definitely look the other way on protocols. Yeah. Now, Stephen, because Jeff knows because his wife's in the medical field. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, my parents got it. They didn't get the boosters, but they got the originals. They're fine. Oh, let's see what they found out. Friends, the president of 2 hospitals of what they got paid blew my mind. Yeah, hush money. Hush money. It's just awful. You think they at least could be honest with us about medical care? I guess not.
Mhm. Nope. It's like the pharmacy companies.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yep.
Them and the insurance companies all
Oh
have
my
too much
God.
power. Way too much power.
Insurance is ridiculous.
Yep.
You buy it in hopes you don't need it. Oh, jeez. Pig stew.
Wow.
Mhm. Oh, wow, Steph. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they did
Yep.
get big bucks for that.
Yeah, they did. And I also heard, yes, there was a lot of them. They blamed a lot of deaths during that time on that, and it had no connection whatsoever to COVID, but they wrote it down as it was.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of dirty pool going on. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, there was just a lot of people that had some strange side effects to it. Now, if it was a vaccine that they developed and they had 20 years of background and data to back up the vaccine, then okay, yeah, get it. But I wasn't going to be part of the experiment. Too risky for me personally.
I understand that.
Christ sakes, every time they give me a new medication, I end up allergic to it. I'm either in the ER or I
Yeah.
got to take allergy pills. I wasn't going to take chance on being injected with something. I just wasn't going to do that. I come on, say I'd rather take my chances with the virus than the medication. And we all ended up getting it. It was this, like I said, 2 days, really bad. And then after that, it was just cold.
Hmm.
That was it. So, we lucked out. Well, now that we had the big downer for the end of the program,
Ah, we survive.
ah, Boo says, let's be honest, it wasn't a vaccine. It did not prevent it, and most people ended up getting it anyway, even the ones that had all the
Maybe just not as
boosters.
severe. I don't know. I got it, but it wasn't bad. I just felt like I had body aches, like the flu, but it wasn't
It
bad.
was like, it was like the flu, but, a little more
Yeah, you just were really no,
tired and
yeah, and you didn't
yeah,
have any energy. Like you were really puny, no
yeah.
strength. You get up and move and you feel okay, but then you'd have to sit back down.
I
Oh,
still
yeah,
got up and did what I had to do.
yeah,
They kill me when the nurse goes, "Well, do you have separate bathrooms?" I go, "No." So I got to get up and clean the bathroom.
yeah.
I said, "Yes." So, what do you think, lady? I got millions of dollars. I can have more than one bathroom? No. I know. And that's what sucks, Stu. You went through all the shots and you still got it.
Oh no.
Well, they said that was part of you will still get it, but it won't be as bad.
Right.
Okay, I get that. But yeah, it wasn't for everybody. Oh, that's right, Cheza. Yeah. She ended up with a blood clot in her lungs. Yeah. Well, as my brother-in-law, he was forced to take the shot because of his job.
Right.
He was a truck driver. And they
Yeah.
said if you want to keep your job, you've got to get the
I
vaccine.
know. It's like it was
So
forced.
he pulled over to one of those makeshift vaccination tents
Mhm.
while he was on the road, got the shot, and then hours later he was crashing into a truck stop because he stroked out behind the wheel.
Oh God.
And when they got him to the hospital, he was loaded with blood clots.
Wow.
And
Wow.
all I have to say is thank God he didn't survive because he would have been a vegetable.
That's so sad.
Yep.
Yeah. It's horrible. Yeah, what a downer note, man. What a downer note. Let's talk about biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Oh,
Sue says he goes, I felt like I was beat up with a baseball bat. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You felt like, oh, what the hell is the number on that truck that hit me? Because it was bad the first couple of days. And I felt it coming on. I was like, oh, crap. And yeah, 2 days
and Cheza.
where you didn't want to move.
Yeah.
But like I said, when,
Please.
I didn't get the the option of being able to stay in bed because everybody else was sick and somebody had to clean and sterilize everything. So
Yeah.
Julie said truck drivers have higher risk for blood clots, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, but he was
Them cowboys.
he was healthy before he had the shot. And the doctors at the hospital said it was the shot that did it. So that's the bad thing. So yeah. Chessa, let's talk about the boobies.
Sorry.
Yeah. Save the boobies. Yes, I'm sorry, Julie. Yeah, it's thank goodness. Yeah.
Cheza.
Everybody, a lot of people lost loved ones. We all did. Um, and whether it was to the virus itself or the vaccine, it's just thank God we all made it through it like we
Right.
did.
Yeah. Oh boy, Steph.
Boo. No, it doesn't prevent it. It teaches our body
Oh,
to
I'm
defend
sorry they lost
itself.
their baby. Hey, Raven.
Miss Raven, how you doing?
Give her grace the chat.
Welcome, welcome. If she missed the first part, she probably could have got some good clips out of
Little
it.
ones.
It was lopsided ones.
Right.
Yeah, everybody loves the boobies.
Yeah, we'll talk about boobies now.
Jessica says, yeah, big melons. Woohoo!
Oh, they're fun, right?
Yeah, the shirt's cute, Jeff. I love it. So it's
Mhm. Little little ghosty bees.
I wish I could get one because what I'm doing, I want to collect shirts
Yeah.
from everybody eventually whenever I can get one, and then I want to hang them up in my studio.
Oh, cute.
Uh,
Yeah. It's a
I
good
think they would
idea.
be cute.
I like sporting them. Little ghosty bees. They're cute.
But actually, yeah, the booby one, I think I would have to wear it just for the hell of it to see the reaction I'd get.
Yeah.
Deedly dee. Here they are, just standing in a row. Oh, they're a lovely bunch of coconuts.
Let's have the Lion King.
Oh, geez, the old calculator. Yeah, I know. I know. How lame were we all?
Yep. Oh, look at that.
Hey, I could spell this on the calculator.
Ooh, or hello.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I forgot all about that.
That's cute.
This one is limited time.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Ugh,
get it now. Why it's hot.
I
Get those boobies.
I can't. But we will do another offering with a twist. Oh,
Cute.
okay.
I like it.
We are going through some transitions over here, Jeff. So yeah, I can't afford to get any of that stuff. And it's always when it happens when somebody comes out with something good and something gets effed up over here, and I'm like, ah, shit. And I can't, spend the money on perks. It's
We'll
back
have
to just
twist the
necessity.
boobies. Little titty twisters. Just kidding.
City
Hi, Man versus
twisters.
Ghosts. How are you?
What's the other one? The purple nurple, or well, I forget
Oh,
what
I
that was
don't.
called.
Oh, I
Is
don't
it?
know.
I forgot that
Put
was what it's called.
purple, and I was thinking purple people eater.
Man versus ghosts. Welcome, welcome.
We're doing good.
Pinch and twist. Yeah. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Is that what it was called?
Radio dialing.
The purple nurple? Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
See the stuff you forget? Oh my God. How
Until
y'all
it's
ladies
brought
doing
up, and they're
tonight?
like, "Oh,
We're
haven't
hanging
heard
in there,
that in a
man.
while." I feel old.
Trying to survive the day. I've been painting. I think I got just as much paint on myself as I did the walls.
That's fun
Which,
though.
which kills my husband.
Make a mess.
My husband's such a brat. He could paint and not
Right.
get a drop on him. Tune in Tokyo. Yeah.
That was funny.
When like you got your husband or your boyfriend and he thinks it's a freaking dial. Yeah. It's like, what the hell? They don't
Okay,
come
'cause,
off.
yeah. Thanks for joining us.
What did you say? The yogurt chucker. Okay. Bedtime for me. Yeah, it's late, sweetie. Get your rest. Read the magazine. It'll help you fall asleep.
Oh, yeah. Read one of those good stories in there.
And thank you for letting me put you on the cover.
Oh,
She wasn't going to. I'm like, no, you deserve it. And I picked you. So tough.
yeah. Oh, she already read it. Right? She's the sexiest.
Yeah, that's what everyone's breaking on mommy. That's not what it was. I know. I should have probably worded it I don't know.
It's okay, Laura.
It's just how they caught it. And I'm like, oh, you brats.
Yeah.
Sue says on the opposite, I could paint a fingernail and get paint all over me. Yeah, my husband's, I'm telling you, I've never seen anybody paint like this in my life. He doesn't use painter's tape or drop
Some people are
cloths.
good at it.
He's
Oh, I
perfect.
have to have tape. I like
Nope.
the edging.
Tape's nothing. He could cut in a room and do an entire cut in within an hour, and it's
Yeah.
perfect. The little jerkweed. Me, I get it on myself. I get drips on the floor.
Oh,
Not
I get it
him.
all over. I'm a hot mess of paint. It's fun though. Get all creative, sort of. Makes me feel creative. Good night, Cheza.
So good night. Have a great night. Uh, I'm a Gorilla Glue cautionary tale. Yeah.
I bet.
And then he didn't even help me do paint the studio. I did it all myself in a
Oh,
day and a half.
yeah.
It comes out fine.
Gorilla glue can be
I'm
deadly.
just not as neat as he is. That's all.
It just takes you longer if he can do it without all that, but I gotta put
Oh,
all.
well, I don't use any of that stuff either.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
cut
why it
in
takes
pretty
you
good.
longer.
I hate cutting in,
You
but I
gotta be,
do it.
yeah, gotta be
But he's
careful.
just, I just get paint all over myself, and I don't even realize it.
Yeah, get your elbow in it or something, and you're like, shit.
Oh, it's yeah. Or I bend over and my big ass hits the wall, and
You got a paint
I'm
spot on
like,
your
how am I
butt.
gonna get paint on my butt? And yeah, it's I
Yeah.
get it everywhere. And I always paint barefoot, so my feet are always covered in paint.
Oh, right.
I don't
Cute.
like wearing shoes when I do it.
Well, yeah, because you get the paint on your shoes.
Well, my issue is with
Right.
climbing the ladder. I just feel like the shoes are in the way,
Oh,
and I do a lot of things barefooted.
okay.
It just works out better. You know, I'll
Oh,
need to
that
get some
works.
coveralls.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't like to use those either. Shorts and a crappy old t-shirt, and
there you go.
I'm good. My husband could wear a
I have
suit,
Carhartt.
and now I get a drop on him. Maybe,
Yeah.
well, that's why he's a painter, not me. So he's the paint contractor. I'm just the numbers lady. So that's the fun. And girl, we made it to the 3 hour mark.
I know.
Holy, holy
But
moly.
yeah, definitely send her in stuff for the magazine if you want to share stuff. And she'll be working on July.
I'm working on it as we speak.
Yep. So there we go. Get it into
So
her.
you don't know who is going to
Oh,
get
thanks
the
for
message.
sharing that.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Man versus Ghost.
I'm
Yeah.
going to have him on soon. I can't
Oh,
wait.
great. It's
It's going
awesome.
to be a
I love
great
when we have new
show.
people on. I mean,
I don't know.
but new people are fun to hear about. Yeah. Thanks, Julie,
Yeah,
for
long
being with
show.
us through it.
Yes, I
Everybody
hope
else have a
everybody
good day.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hope you guys
Just
had
another
fun.
night of running the yaps.
Just seemed like a laid back Sunday, so a new week
Yeah.
ahead. So you have John, or I'm so good at that, John. Joe and Don.
Joe and Don this
It's not the
Wednesday.
first
Yep.
time we've done that. Yeah. Joe
So
and Don
that's gonna be
on
good.
Wednesday.
Always great having them on.
Yep.
Um, Nothing this Saturday, because every other Saturday with Susan.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have a
Bye,
time for
Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
the
Thank you,
booby
Jeff.
man is leaving.
Keep watching
So
for his what he. Yeah, they get on tomorrow, I think. Like
yepper.
their lives and
I'm gonna be putting up posts to
stuff.
you guys to so you can nominate your mods for
Ooh,
July.
there you
Sexy
go.
man or sexy woman. So please take part so that we could
Julie.
get everybody's vote in so we could put them
Mhm.
in.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, Julie just subbed to man versus
Nice.
ghost. Yeah, you're gonna. He does a great job. Can't wait to get him on, pick his brain. That's gonna be fun.
Good.
What are you? What do you got coming up, Carla?
Oh, I'll be going live. What nights? Probably Tuesday night. Probably Saturday. Saturday night. I have my video premiere Thursday, so that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. I have a video I made coming out. Finally. Jeez.
I know we've been waiting. What the
I
hell? No, I
know.
know.
Yep. This one's
I know your
I put a
schedule's
lot
been messed up, so
into it,
thank
so
God.
I just wanted to be really particular about it and do a good job.
Yeah, it's you guys. You do a good job.
Oh, thank you. It's got
So
some fun in it, so it's a good one.
just like, oh, Carla helped out with the centerfold for June,
Oh, yeah.
so it come out cute.
Thanks. I tried to make it
Yes.
nice for him.
Let's see. A man says, I finally got a microphone for the live stream. Oh,
Oh,
fantastic.
good. Nice.
So they could use his radio voice.
Awesome. Ooh, excited to see
Raven
your
said, yeah,
interview.
Julie. I remember Spaghetti mentioning him and had the link. Yeah, I know.
Nice.
I'm loving what Spaghetti's doing. It's so fun.
Alicio. He's very nice.
Yeah, he is very nice. He's not what I expected when I finally seen him. I'm
Very
like,
nice man.
oh, not what I expected, but yeah, great, very nice guy.
Yeah,
Gee, maybe
very
someday
polite, very
he could
kind.
add me to the group, but it's I'm not gonna ask, but it's really cool to watch everybody else.
It's fun.
So, and it's funny how he really gets everybody matched up to
Hmm.
who they are. So it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Mythos is my ring tag team partner.
Oh, that's great.
Because, yeah, red and red. But I was like, put me with Mythos.
Oh, that's
We can
fun.
gang up on somebody. But because he asked,
Uh,
like, who you want my tag team. I was like, maybe Stone Rock? No, I want to see me fight Stone Rock.
Right. Okay.
It's
That's
all
fun.
visuals.
That's fun.
Yeah, so it's
Uh,
good. They're fun to
so yeah,
watch. Yeah.
y'all lovely ladies, have
They're
a
good
great
to watch.
evening. Gonna hang out. Oh, enjoy the puppies.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Good
Mine's
night.
waiting outside the door for me, as usual.
Yeah, I know I gotta get the kiddos ready for bed. And it's another week. What last week of school though?
Oh, woohoo. All right.
That'll be good. Then I don't have to go in as early too. I have to get up
That's
as early.
nice.
Yep. My daughter graduates Saturday.
Wow.
Yep,
Time
she's graduating
flies.
high school. Second graduate.
There you go. She plans on college or no?
Not yet. She's gonna take an off year. Kind of figure things out first before she jumps into it.
I don't blame her.
Oh, nice, Raven. Go figure.
Yeah.
Good crow.
You
That's
and
cute.
Crow.
The
That's
birds
funny.
fly together.
Love it. I enjoyed the cage match he had on the
That's
other night. It was
cute.
good.
Yeah.
And the way he does the commentary is fantastic. So
Hmm.
it's
Oh
really
yeah, he's
it
good at
makes it
that.
very enjoyable.
Yep. Fun.
So very fun. So thank you everybody for joining us.
Yep. Hope you
We
had a
had a
fun night.
blast. We always have a great time just shooting the
Good
shit with
chill.
everybody. That's what the point is. Get out, whatever. And tonight was fun. Talking
Yeah.
about pranks. I
Mhm.
love a good prank. So
All the stuff
of
we
course now
did,
when you get older, it gets harder to do the
could
pranking.
get away with it as teenagers. Yeah.
That's fun. So everybody have a great week. Don't forget that the new magazine issue is out.
Yep.
So go catch the link is on my post section. Read about the lovely Cheza and all the other
Thanks,
great
guys.
stories I found. And we look forward to everybody joining us again.
Yeah.
Um, everybody have a great night. And until we see you then, good night, everybody.
Bye.